to fix a cigarette lighter.
Not anymore.
You can't fix anything. I don't think anybody can fix anything in anywhere. Oh, I got to change my seat. Damn it! I knew I forgot something. This is
the bouncy,
the squeaky seat.
Squeaky seat.
Yeah, this is the one my sister complained about. Yeah, she goes, oh, the show was great. She goes, are you ever going to get rid of that squeaky seat? And she thought it was you instead of me. So she's like, yeah, Ted's squeaky seat. I'm like, no, it's me. And it's so funny that she immediately thought it was you. And then when it was me, she was like nice about it for you. But when it was me, she was just like, yeah, come on, fix
fucking
it.
jag off, fix your chair.
Different standards.
Okay, no. Speaking of shitty, you tell me. I was driving down the street in my neighborhood, and I saw this as a high school fundraiser. Okay, because they have high school fundraisers all the time for sports and stuff, right? 1-day mattress sale in the school cafeteria.
I don't like.
serious.
I don't like the optics of that.
I'm totally serious.
Was it a used mattress with the label torn off?
No, brand new mattresses. Companies are going to come in, brand new mattresses, and they're going to have a mattress sale as a fundraiser.
Do you get to lay down on the mattress and test it?
Well, that's bizarre. That is bizarre.
Out of all the things, yeah.
Right? I mean, isn't that really weird?
Is there a condom machine in the bathroom, like at your local?
Are you saying it's
bar?
promoting? It's not. I don't think it's promoting sex. It's
oh,
just
everybody.
something.
You only have sex on beds, Matt.
In a roundabout way.
When Ted
Wait a
thinks
minute.
of a mattress, he thinks of sex.
No, I
No
think.
wonder you never sleep, dude.
I think of the casting couch or something.
As soon as he lays down in bed, he's either masturbating or banging.
It's the casting
Ted's like,
casting
oh,
couch.
man, he's taking all these pills so that he doesn't have sex when he goes to bed, so he could just go to sleep.
So he's taking Unviagra.
Viagra, yeah. It's like you're trying to tranquilize yourself.
No, but I mean, like there's bake sales.
Oh, speaking of sex, did you hear about that new report that came out? About oral cancer related to, throat cancer related to oral sex.
Oh,
Shut your mouth right now.
Dude, it's huge. If you've had oral sex with 6 different partners in your life, you're 8.5 times more likely to get throat cancer.
I gotta go get a biopsy. I'll be right back. So.
Oh man!
And it doesn't talk about
Is it
which
wieners and
organs,
vaginas?
right.
I think we have to use the technical terms.
Oral is
because you know that what's his name? Michael Douglas got throat cancer
From Catherine Zeta-Jones.
from oral sex.
Is that what we're? Wait,
I swear to God.
is this a story? Hold on. Is this a story you tell? Like how'd you get throat cancer? Oh, from so much
They
vagina,
actually
man.
came out
I got
and-
laid so much. It just seems like something. That seems like a brag, right?
Clams, man.
But
it's from the clam.
No, but the funny thing, I think he's been married to that Catherine Zeta-Jones woman for the last 25 years. So
Right.
unless he's like,
dude, every time he fucks up,
Well,
he's
what's
got to
that?
whip it out.
What's that? What's that line?
she's
right?
gotta whip it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
She's got
yeah,
a bigger dick than him.
Yeah,
That's-
obviously.
the golf thing. But I mean, what's that line? Like, it's still my favorite joke. Where a guy's like, "Oh man, I just got a new girlfriend, and she's the best at sex ever." And one of his buddies goes, "How do you think she got that way, buddy? You think she was born that way?" Yeah.
It's a learned behavior.
Practice makes progress.
Yeah, there you go. So, I mean, Michael Douglas, I mean, those guys, I mean, back in the day, he's old enough. Back in the day, they were all like,
the 70s, yeah. Studio 51.
it's probably even worse than it was
Studio,
now.
yeah. God knows the unprotected. You know, because this is like the 60s. What Woodstock was 68. You know, he's probably like in his prime during that period of time. Yeah. So God knows.
Oh man,
what he's been doing.
If he
and
does,
with who he's
see,
been doing
that would
it
be if there is a God, that would be a good part about being God, just to see all that stuff, and then to be God and do this. I can't believe I just saw something I've never seen before. Yeah, 2,000. Wait, what are we going with? There's only been 2,000 years of the Earth.
Are those piglets and a frog? What are you doing?
Oh my God, what is that guy doing? Get away from that barn. Get away. I mean.
What's with the glitter?
That would be so wild.
Glitter bomb.
Yeah, that would be so wild just to have seen everything, right? And then each day you wake up, you see something new. Because I feel like that's happening to us now. Like I'll look at the news or I'll read something and I'll just be like, "What? No, come on, that's not real."
Yeah.
There's some of the stuff like I just don't believe anything. Like influencer went to a restaurant and didn't get what they want. I feel like all those are fake.
It's staged.
All
it's staged. Yeah, I mean
they do it on purpose. Yeah. They ask for something ridiculous.
I saw an episode of America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent, and they bring this guy. Now, obviously, he's got an excellent voice. They stop him in the middle of the song because they say it's not the right song choice. So they give him like a new song that supposedly he's never seen before. He sings it perfectly, so he's singing off like a piece of paper. And then like as he hits the high note, he crumbles it up and drops it dramatically and just goes into his full thing. And everyone loses their shit. And you know the funny thing, Elvis Presley did that in a concert back in the 70s. Like he's singing like Bridge Over or My Way. So he's doing the same. He's like this, and as soon as he hits the high note, he like crumbles it up and drops it, and everyone goes, like he just, that's all bullshit. Yeah,
it is.
He did do Bridge Over Troubled Water, though, too.
Yeah, he did. He did a good job. But this one, when he was singing My Way, he goes, I forgot the words. He's all doped up on prescription drugs. This is like, I think, like 2 months before.
Don't stop it. I barely got to forget that movie.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the real Elvis.
Yeah,
I don't care about the movie.
I know,
but it
happened.
Pick, yeah.
So my sister sends me. I tell her about Elvis thing, so she watches, right, and then she sends me a thing. She goes, here. She goes, don't watch. You should watch, but don't watch the Marilyn Monroe thing. She goes, it's worse than Elvis.
Is it a movie?
Yeah. So I guess Netflix or somebody did some. Anna de Armas, who.
I was going to ask who played her. Yeah.
Oh my
God! She's the new it girl right now in Hollywood.
Dude, she might be able to take in a few years. Might be able to take Gal Gadot's place as the most attractive woman.
I always thought
on the planet.
That Nicole, what's her name, that married that rich guy. We talked about her on the show before.
Not for me. No.
I always thought she was like Marilyn Monroe.
She was esque. Yeah. I mean, not in the concept of talent stuff, but that kind of lifestyle. No. My sister said it's way worse. So I'm just like, okay, now I'm not going to watch it.
Well, when people say don't do this, that means you want to, like, hey, don't watch this.
Yeah, but I don't want to know. I mean, I'm sure Marilyn Monroe was probably a pretty decent person, and then like everybody in Hollywood, you get caught up.
She was a home wrecker.
But whatever, man. I mean, she just did what she did. I mean, she wasn't like she was a murderer.
She's like back in the 50s and 60s. You know, it's like a different period.
It was
of time.
Kennedy. They slept around.
Yeah, but she, and then I'm sure she got caught
Mr.
up.
President.
Yeah. Could you imagine how awesome that would have been?
In front of his wife,
that?
right?
Yeah.
Singing that in front of the whole family.
Yeah, the only thing she didn't do
and
was,
he's like, I'm banging this chick.
The only thing she didn't do was
I'm pretty sure he didn't say that.
The only thing she didn't do during that
those
song.
were the wrong lyrics.
Yeah, she didn't show the meat curtains. That's the only thing she didn't do.
What do you say? No, Ted.
Oh my God!
It was in front of it wasn't in front of a big group of people.
I'm saying that's why the only thing she didn't do.
Vagina meat curtains.
Yeah, she goes,
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Ted, let's see how many.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
Almighty. I am so good. Once again, this is about the 10th time in all the time we were doing
I
this that
can't
we
see
don't
that.
have video because what Ted did
wiggling his tongue
is
between his two
indescribable.
fingers.
Yeah.
Dickhead, why would you say that?
I'm just saying, if you're with your spouse and a woman talks to you in front of your wife and whispers like, trust me, you're banging that chick later on. Or your wife's going to suspect that you are, even if you're not.
Ted, can you come up with 5 more nicknames for the vagina?
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Do not, Ted. Do not. Please don't. Ted, do not.
Hoo-ha? Are you going to say hoo-ha?
Hoo-ha.
Cooter?
I always liked
spurs that jingle jangle.
I did always like for boobs. I did always like golden bozos and Winnebagos.
What?
Yeah, golden bozos and Winnebagos.
I never heard those before.
You know what? Here's what you do. If you spend enough time researching and doing stupid shit for this dumbass show, if you do that, you are going to run across there's different things I wanted, like synonyms for different things, and then I just went into slang. Yeah, you get. It's a terrible.
What the greatest story is? The concept of Hooters.
Yeah.
And how they defend to the grave that it's Hooters because of owls and not because of.
Well, I think
But
isn't there an owl? Is there do they have an owl in their logo or something like that?
Yeah, they do now. But when they first came out in Florida,
well, it's a workaround. I mean, Hooters. We all know what Hooters means. But if you say it's this versus
Hooters makes you happy. That's their theme song.
Wait a minute, but listen,
we all know what they're talking about, and it's not owls.
Yeah, I don't. Why do you have to cover it up? Why do you have to pretend? It's hot chicks in skimpy outfits, and you want to go see it.
Like Twisted Kill.
Why do you have to pretend? Why do you have
Twin
to pretend?
Peaks.
Yeah. Why do you have to pretend? That's what. And when I go in there, there's a lot more families and guys on dates.
Oh, huge.
Again, I would never take a date
I haven't
to
been
a place with super hot
I actually
chicks.
like Hooters a lot.
No, I haven't been to Hooters. I haven't been to
food
Hooters.
is terrible.
There's actually a Hooters.
I love
garbage.
their wings.
Food is garbage.
Yeah, I was never a fan of their food.
Absolutely. There's 100. I could find 100 places within 100 miles.
I'm not disagreeing
that have
with
food.
Their Philly cheesesteak wasn't horrible, but their wings, which was what they're known for, it was like okay. I wasn't like in love with it.
special.
We get their wings naked though,
What do you
because
mean?
they battered. They heavily.
Wait, so the waitress? Yes, I'm. Wait, are you? Oh, you're naked?
the wings.
Oh, then I really don't give a shit about this. Anybody who I wanted to be naked isn't naked. So yeah, that's no. I think there's just better wings. When they were the only place that did wings, it was the best because it was the only.
Sure.
But now everybody else does it better.
Yeah.
That's just
But
my.
like I said,
oh
it's
man,
not.
we're
It's
not
not.
going to
It's
get
not
them as a
that. It's
sponsor.
I
not,
make good wings.
it's not that risque.
So does
As I said,
Jackson.
it's more like I said.
I
It's all
smoke- I
families.
smoke my wings.
Ooh, that sounds
So does
good.
Jack.
Yeah, I love it.
They're really.
Yeah.
I actually like wings with no sauce on it.
Yeah,
I do
mine
too.
are
I don't like
dry.
the sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine
I
are
don't
just
like
a
the
dry rub, and then I have a sauce if you want on the
Why
side.
don't you make some for us? I'd like some of those.
I could whip some up today.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't you have wings last night? You had some buffalo.
I
wings.
did. I ate meat yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. Ate some meat.
But buffalo wings, that doesn't count. Wings.
Wait, hold on.
You know,
hold
it's
on.
chicken.
In my
right,
defense,
Ted?
I was drinking. So
And you
yeah,
were hungry.
so-
And you were hungry.
Listen. I'm great.
hungry.
He's hungry.
Listen, I'm great at lunch, dinner, breakfast. I just don't eat meat. But as soon as I put a couple of beers in me, man, it all goes out the window.
Oh, I thought you said you put a couple of beers. It's called instant asshole. I thought that's what you were going to say.
Just add alcohol.
How long were you guys out last night?
Not too long.
2
a couple
a.m.
hours.
2 a.m. I don't know.
No, I think we got home around 10,
Yeah.
9, 10.
I was in bed sleeping at 10:30.
Nice.
Oh,
I know because I
no,
did this
was
and
not.
I did this and
At
you
least
didn't answer.
maybe before.
Yeah.
10:30.
You didn't answer.
I was so
Yeah.
fucking tired.
Dude, I shook you, and at no point did you wake up, and then I knew you were a victim.
You didn't hear those rocks hitting the window?
So we golfed 18 holes yesterday. We walked. We got 18 holes. We teed off at 3:45 and we finished before it got dark.
Yeah,
That was amazing.
it was a lot of fun.
It was a good time.
And
Yeah.
we were the last ones off the course.
Almost the last ones. Yeah, well, I think
No,
we were
we
walking
were.
out with a bunch of other guys.
Oh,
I think
was
there's
there?
another
Okay.
group.
Yeah, there was another group just finishing up.
How
but
many
it-
steps?
Jesus
No. Well, we walk.
Right.
So
but
I got my cell phone in my back pocket. So how many steps do you think 18 holes is?
12,000 or 14,000.
I'm going to go 11,285.
No, I had 21,000 steps.
Really?
Well, hold on. He hit the ball all fuck over the place. So
I'm all
yeah,
over
he was going back and forth.
But
hit-
I did
Yeah.
work all day long too. So I didn't walk that much today. So I'm going to say it's about 17,000
Yeah.
steps.
So how many miles
Because
is
I probably
that?
had about 4,000 steps.
How many miles?
It was
is
21,000 steps is like 8 point something miles.
That seems too. I think
What?
I think it's like 4 mile walk. I think it's a 4
No,
mile
I
walk.
walk. My
Oh,
wife
but
and I
he-
go for walks all the time, like hour and a half, 2 hour walks, and we
Okay.
walk like 5 to 6 miles, and it's like 13 or 14,000 steps.
Okay. Well, I guess where I hit the ball,
I have no interest in knowing
I
steps.
probably walked like 20 miles.
No, I mean you don't hit the ball far enough to really fuck anything up.
know,
You're just walking down the center of the
There
fairway.
you go again. It's just so passive aggressive. Why?
Sorry.
Ted, you can measure Ted's walks steps in yards. What that hole is 400 yards. Ted walked 400 yards.
Add another 50
Mark, I
for
walked
side to
from here off
side.
the tee box to right there, then right there.
No, oh, you know where my extra steps come in? Going to look for Teddy's ball.
Yeah.
I can help you. He's great at just hitting the ball, and we'll just start walking, and he'll walk past his ball, and I'll be like, Teddy, your ball's like 50 yards back, man.
Well,
He's
he
like,
watched my ball yesterday. and We never found it.
I saw it off your club.
It was the
It was
sun.
right. It was like kind of in the
It
middle.
was the sun.
It was the sun, but I mean that's why I needed somebody to spot me.
I spotted you. I didn't spot you good though.
Yeah, you did not. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to mention on Monday. So this is Saturday now. So kind of off. It's been almost 2 weeks since we did a show. On Monday, I got a colonoscopy, and I'll tell you right now, if you haven't gotten one, what a blast.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't somebody have one on the air? Stern or somebody?
Yeah, somebody did. Yeah, I tried to do that, but all the doctors, the nurses, and everyone else said no.
Was this your first one?
First one.
You're 56 and this is your first one?
Is that bad?
Yeah.
But it's done now.
But it's done.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two little deals in there. They snipped them off. All good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats.
And I got a picture. I have
So
pictures.
were you
of my
awake the whole
colon.
time? Were you awake?
Oh hell no!
Yeah.
Listen to me. So Teddy,
No, wait a
used-
minute, wait a minute, no.
Teddy, you were awake.
I was awake. I was
Yeah.
talking.
So you
Yeah.
ready? They put me on my side,
Yeah,
and
I
you
was on
feel
my
good.
side, yeah.
You got your socks on.
Yeah.
Oh, you got an untied gown.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And everybody's just walking around.
Yep.
And so I roll over my side. They shoot the stuff in,
What do
and
you
I'm
mean
telling you,
untied
and-
gown? Your whole backside is exposed?
yeah.
Yeah. There's like that one string
You
that
know, it's
never
that
ties.
super
so-
fantastically
Okay, yeah.
embarrassing, whatever.
Yeah.
But all the nurses and
Ted had
doctors
his
are
done
really
and
cool.
the front was undone. They had it on backwards.
Ted, they just had Ted wearing a halter top.
and then they drilled a hole. They
Ted,
drilled a
that
hole.
was a sperm donation
Then they
bank.
drilled. Then they
Yeah.
drilled a hole in the back of the gown to put the.
But yeah, so they 10 seconds.
This asshole put his gown on backwards. Fuck it, we'll make
Yeah.
it work.
No, 10 seconds. They put that stuff in me, and I was out.
Oh, you're a cheap
And
date.
then-
Okay, it's good to know.
I was gone. I wake up, and there's a very attractive nurse. Right,
Yeah.
she's waking me up, and she goes, "Oh, you got to get up." And I look at her, and I clear as day, I can see her, and I look, I go, "Who are you?"
Auntie,
she
Auntie
said
Emma, are
something.
we in Kansas?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, she said something, and I go, "Where am I?" I was so. She goes, "I've been trying to wake you up for 20 minutes."
Wow.
That's how out. I mean, those drugs.
What did they give you?
So why did
everything? I guess I don't
Ted,
know.
why did you not go under all the way? Why?
Because Ted's immune to drugs.
No, seriously.
I'm assuming there was the same procedure as Matt, and like I said, so I was being wheeled in, to the room. It's not an operation, but and the anesthesiologist is walking with me, and I'm on my, I'm like this, and then I'm on my side, and then I thought for sure I was going to be knocked out, and
Did they shoot anything into your IV?
I had an IV. I'm assuming they did.
They
So
didn't
when
talk
you, so were you like loopy, or
No,
were you,
I was completely lucid,
but
conscious.
you couldn't feel anything.
I couldn't feel anything.
And they stick that camera up there and all that.
And
Oh
you
yeah,
watched
it was
that.
it was way up there.
Are you watching it or no?
Oh yeah, the monitor's like right there. I'm talking to the doctor. I'm like, oh, there's a polyp. I'm like, what's that? I'm like, that looks worse than the thing that you're taking out. Why
That's
did
your
you take
penis,
it out?
Ted. Oh no!
And you were
That's a gerbil.
and you had no idea. You went to sleep.
Dude,
so my wife had
less
one,
than 10
My
seconds.
wife one had her when she turned 50, and she was completely out as well.
I
Like,
honestly,
she woke up. I mean, when I was in the house, I was there, and they're like, she's coming through, but she was completely out of it too, and she was really
She'll be-
loopy afterwards when she woke
dude, I
up
was
too.
loopy as
She'll
shit.
be coming around the mountain when
I
she
Couldn't
comes.
drive home. I had to drive her home. Did
Yeah.
you drive home?
Well, no, my wife drove me home. But the funny thing is, like, if she wasn't there, I literally could have drove myself home. I mean, I literally.
So
I
where
never
did you
left-
have yours done at?
Where's it? The one on Swedish Covenant.
Okay, what about
Lutheran
you?
General,
Yeah, they use different drugs there, by the way.
dude. They must.
You
'cause
got better drugs where you were.
I just,
Kelly had hers downtown.
it's all downtown.
No,
It's
northwestern.
downtown,
It's all
George.
downtown,
It's downtown.
Kelly. Kelly, it's all
Northwestern.
downtown. Yeah. Well, I just
Wait,
so
you had one, right?
No, I'm going to turn 50 in August.
We can
Yeah.
give you one right today. if you
So-
need one.
Well,
Well,
I was hoping you would wait and we were going to do it all together on the show, like a group thing.
dude.
Oh.
Because there's a guy that's
That
willing
would
to
be
come
so
here and do
awesome.
it for us.
Yes, he is. He has no tools.
Mark, I'm gonna sanitize.
Hands-free.
I'm gonna sanitize this pen. I'm gonna remove the ink cartridge.
Ted's got one of those camera pens.
and I'm gonna do this. Oh, like the little kaleidoscope thing when you're a kid, and everything turns different colors. Like
No, I'm going to schedule one.
Oh, it's the best.
No,
it's the
not.
best. It's-
I'm not looking.
I'll tell you
forward
right
to it.
now. The nonstop taking a dump is so bizarre.
Oh, the things that you take before
That
the
stuff?
the prep,
procedure
the
that
prep, the prep.
they take. You have to
Absolutely.
drink
The
that.
prep, yeah, and
absolutely
it's
brutal.
a liquid diet.
See, I'm
so.
scared now because Lynn Bramer just died. You know,
But he was like 60.
Yeah, and our buddy Scotty had one done, and they caught
He had
his
stage- he had
cancer
stage
literally
two. He had
just
stage,
before.
He had stage 2.
yeah, and he's alive and everything. It's all good, but literally they said a few months.
No, they said like wherever. I guess there's like 2 or 3 layers to the colon. They said it got to layer 2, but if it would have got past layer 3, it
well,
could have
that's
gone
why it's the
anywhere.
most
Yeah.
preventable cancer out there if they catch it early.
Yeah.
Like Lynn Bramer went in and he had stage 4, and he was.
It's too late.
almost
yeah,
a death
it's too
sentence.
late. Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny? In 20 years, when they have a better way to do it than crapping yourself and then sticking a camera up your ass,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be hilarious.
They
when
do right now. They already have that. You can shit in a box
No,
and
but
mail it.
I had that option.
Yeah, I don't think that catches
No, but I
everything.
declined.
Wait,
it.
Are we doing shit talk now?
No, but I declined it because they said like if they find something, they can take it out right then and there. You know.
Yeah.
So
Just
Well,
take
here
a
we
dump,
can't
clear
talk
out your
about
colon.
chest, Ted, but we
and-
can
and-
talk about
and they,
this.
And they found something.
Yeah. Don't. Okay,
Dude,
well,
I hope we're
this
not
is a
recording.
public
This is
service.
this is on
Public
the show
service
right now.
Public
announcement.
service
Yeah,
announcement.
yeah.
Get your ass looked at.
For men and women.
Yeah. Get your ass looked at.
Thoroughly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and start this thing because we got to get to Teddy's
No
tips.
selfies. No selfies.
Yeah, we got to get to Teddy's tips, and we got a lot of stuff to do
Mark,
here.
this is going on the dark web, by the way.
Oh my God. All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Matt, and this is the Real 3 Idiots podcast. With me, as always, is the nicest person I know, Teddy.
Why are we here today?
Why are we here on a Saturday?
Yeah.
Because our guest is in the Netherlands.
Yay!
Wait, Netherlands? See,
He's
once
in the
again,
Netherlands.
I didn't know where he was.
I feel like
I thought he was in London.
No, he's from London.
Oh, they're
King,
touring
yeah,
right
yeah, the
now.
King
Yeah,
Singers
okay.
are in London. Yeah,
Nice,
but he's in
okay.
there. Okay. And a man who makes smiley faces look like assholes. So fitting. Mark.
Chip, chip, cheerio.
All right.
Hello, governor.
Wow, that's,
Hello, governor.
you don't look too good at that, by the way.
Oh,
What's it
no. Are we getting, please don't do fake British accents
That was
for,
actually pretty
for
good.
our
That was
British
actually-
I
guests.
can't help.
That was
I can't
actually
help.
that was actually pretty good.
I can't help.
That is terrible.
I know it is bad.
That is, yeah. You're
I
you're
could do
as bad.
Irish though. So somebody farted. Somebody farted.
Yeah, you know if
That
I,
is not-
if
no.
if
Who farted?
What is wrong with you? That's
I
the
don't
worst
know.
accent I've ever heard.
How about a Boston accent? Mark.
if I went to an Irish pub, I would expect to see a guy like you in there. So
Oh, fuck off.
exactly. See,
You do kind of look Irishy.
Yeah.
You kind of look
I'm
like
not.
no. Who's that guy from that the red bearded guy from the
Brad
Game
Pitt.
of Thrones?
Brad Pitt.
No, no.
You think I look
George-
like
George
Brad Pitt?
Clooney.
The ugly
Clooney.
doofus. No, the big guy from the Game of Thrones, the red-headed guy. He was like really
Brad Pitt.
No, you do
Okay,
not.
let's move on.
red pit,
You do not look like
red
Brad Pitt.
red pits.
But I will say, Brad Pitt.
My dad
good
claims he
looking man.
knows Brad Pitt's brother.
Nice.
Oh, gee,
Armpit.
did you? I knew it. I could not come up with it. I was going to say like coal pits
I
or
felt
shit
for that.
pits.
I believed you for a second.
There you did.
Oh my God.
You just sounded so convincing.
All right, so let's do our sponsor for Teddy's tips, and then our guest is going to be on in about 10 minutes, and we can't. So he's kind of time sensitive because he's in between concerts right now. Okay, so let's do this. The Real Three Idiots are proud to announce that they are teaming up with one of the most popular, great, and smartest people on the planet. The Real Three Idiots and Trump are pleased to bring you the chance to have something only a few people outside of porn stars, cheated business partners, and creepy family members have ever had a chance to experience. Trump breath. For just $99.99, you can get a bottle of freshly exhaled Trump breath. Was it a breath when he said he was cheated out of an election? Was it a breath as he told a crowd of people to storm the Capitol? Or was it a quiet moment at home, talking to one of his sons about how hot their sister is? Each Trump breath comes with a letter of authenticity stating what was said and who was in the room when it was captured. Don't be the last one to get this once-in-a-lifetime gift. Go to thereal3idiots.com and be part of the one thing even Trump can't screw up.
Nice. They've got a bottle that at Beer on the Wall in Park Ridge.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You just take a big whiff and then start screaming about Proud Boys and all that kind of
It's
stuff.
corked.
Win golf championships without showing up on day one. That's a good one.
Listen, Ted,
Sir,
just because
sir,
it's a 3-day
sir,
event doesn't mean you have to be there all
Sir,
3 days.
Sir, you got 0 on the first day. Yeah. You have no score.
Okay, Marquise, song.
Ready?
Yes.
It's a Ted tip, and you've gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You could just lie and try to be funny. You could just lie and try to be funny. It's a bitch, Ted, and it's gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You could tell lies, but it won't get you too far, Don't you know? Don't you know that it's wrong? A tip that is given from you, your mind's gone. On the show, we can get along if you stop the wrong, but you'll always be wrong, 'cause it's a Ted tip, and you've gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You could just lie and try to be funny. You could just lie and try to be funny. It's a bitch, Ted, but it's gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can tell lies, but won't get you too far,
You know what?
Damn, I love Hall & Oates.
You know
I
what?
love them. Still got their albums from when I was a kid. I still have them.
That's what that song reminds me of when I was a kid. I told my dad, "You're not my real dad." That's what I feel like saying. Right now.
There's a guy.
Jesus Christ,
There's a music review guy or what do you call him?
Critic. Yeah.
Who claims that is the greatest rock and roll song ever written.
Oh, that's obviously
because
very
it's got no,
very
because
subjective.
it's got no, it is, but he breaks it down like it's got, this and it's got that and it's got all the elements and mixed into one song, and it's just pure genius.
Wow. Okay.
So Ted, today your tip comes from
this might not be pure genius, but
the inventor of the whack-a-mole, and he wants to know
why does one come up when the other one goes down?
Okay, are you ready, Teddy? Because our guest is here.
Yes.
Okay, so we got to get through this. Dear Ted, thanks so much for doing your tips. They are really funny and informative. A guy at work asked me out, and I'm not sure if I could go out with him because he works in HR. I work in the law division. Is dating a guy from work a good idea?
Well, the good news is if you decide to date this guy from HR and you're in the law division, I would suggest signing a non-disclosure agreement like Tiger Woods did with his girlfriend. Oh, never mind. That didn't work out. That didn't work out. Yeah, she's still suing him. Yeah, but just if he moves in, just remember don't give him a verbal 5-year lease where he can live at your house for the next 5 years if you break up. So
what?
No, but seriously.
this is going to go on. He's not going to answer the question.
No, seriously.
Simple question, yes or no?
Yeah, okay. But the answer is...
Well, I mean, there's a little more to it.
Assuming, you're both single, I would say it's okay to date a coworker as long as you don't work in the same department where you have to see them every day, because if it breaks bad, then you got to see them every day. But if they're like in a completely different division...
Which they are.
No harm, no foul. As long as you're not crossing paths all the time, and they're not your direct report where you're going to get in trouble because of a subordinate supervisor relationship. I say, yeah, go for it. But just don't. I wouldn't share that with your coworkers at work because they might use that against you.
So what you're saying is if it was like a senator or a representative,
yes,
and they were trying to date like an intern,
a page boy,
an intern,
there's
and
ethics
give
involved
them
there.
drugs and try to get in their pants. That's bad.
That's
but
bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
no
Tennessee
bueno.
bad.
And obviously,
Tennessee
they're very well informed. Like one's HR, one's law division. So obviously they're well informed about the law and the ethics of dating, coworkers, and I just wouldn't advertise it to your fellow coworkers because you never know what could happen. But yeah, I'd say no harm, no foul in general.
Are there rules in different companies? I mean, have you guys ever seen anything where you can't date?
I would consult the employee handbook of whatever company they're working at. But yeah, I mean, if it's like kind of proceed at your own peril, I would say. If it's just a date, I mean, what's a date? Go out for coffee, see if you like each other. It's not like you're going on a 7-day whirlwind cruise, right out the gate too.
There's definitely no rules if you're in a band.
There's no rules if you're in a band.
Fleetwood Mac, that sort of thing.
I don't think there's any rules for I don't think people in bands like famous bands. I don't think there's any rules for anything they do.
Right,
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. I would just do everything. Yeah, if I had unlimited, that's what I was saying. Like we talk about the NFL draft, and I was just laughing. Like there's going to be a lot of people with unlimited money. They're going to be doing unlimited things, and you don't only have to draft them for their football talent, but you have to draft them for I'm going to give you unlimited money. And you have to live a normal life and still play football for me.
Yeah,
that's got to be the hardest thing in the world.
Like that wide receiber Harry Ruggs, he was like a young guy, got in like a DUI crash, killed his girlfriend. Yeah, idiot. You know why? Because he had limited money. So he went out. What did he do? He went out and bought a sports car that he probably wasn't capable of driving. Blah blah blah. But anyway, that's
clearly he wasn't.
I just realized that. Was Nick on? Because I hope he didn't hear me singing. Please tell me he didn't hear me sing. There's no way. Nick, did you hear me sing? No.
I missed it.
God,
I'd love to hear it again.
God bless you.
Thank you,
man. So
you don't want to hear me sing.
Yeah. So Nick, for all of our tips that you just kind of heard, Mark sings a song.
I do a parody of a song.
A parody of a song.
Parody
song.
Yeah.
We're not professionals.
And I was really hoping that you were going to come on and just really just blast him. Yeah. So that
I can anyway if that's helpful. You're really pitchy. The lyrics I don't really know. I couldn't hear any of them.
So you're a baritone. I'm a no tone.
I'm a bass. Yeah.
Oh, you're a bass. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a bass and a baritone? Just for our.
Well, basses are cooler. I mean.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's a given. That's a given. Yeah,
I love it.
It's as simple as that.
Oh my God. Okay, so let me do this real fast so people know who we're talking to. Our guest today is Nick Ashby, a world-renowned entertainer. He's joining us all the way from the Netherlands, where he's actually in between. You're in between two concerts right now. Is that correct?
Correct.
All
exactly.
Right. He is a member of the King's Singers, a world-famous a cappella group. Nick, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome.
Hey, pleasure.
All right,
I've heard a lot about you guys.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's not good. There is nothing good.
Our singing acumen? I hope not.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, not that. No.
All right, so we were just talking about bands, and now you've got 6 guys who are singing, but it's got to be great for you not to have to worry about like a band playing and all the riff-raff that goes around with that, like drummers and keyboardists, because they're the worst. It's got to be great not having garbage.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of faff that goes on with that, and the instrumentalist. Yeah, the instrumentalists always kind of they're like, we're the unsung heroes. We're the real stars of the show. But thankfully, we don't have to deal with any of that. No, it's great.
Yeah, and that no long like 8-minute guitar solos and drum solos.
Oh yeah, self-indulgent kind of like someone getting
That's
out
exactly
pots and pans and no.
All right, so
Yeah,
you've
we
been.
are-
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say we operate very democratically. The 6 of us, we run the whole show ourselves, and we try and work on the ethos of leaving our egos by the door, and that way the best music gets made.
Yeah.
When it's just 6 singers and everyone is equal on an equal footing, then great music can happen.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I've got a song. This is the song that I like the best. I'm just going to play a couple of seconds of this, but this is my favorite song out of all of them. Hold on just a second here. See if I can do this and get people to hear. All right. Wait, hold on. This is awesome. See if you recognize this.
Yeah. I already do, yeah.
Yep.
50 Ways to Leave Your Lover.
Yep.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome.
Problem is all inside your head, she said to me. The answer is
Holy
easy
shit.
if you take
Who is that, Nick? Who's singing?
I'd like to help you
Sorry.
in your
Oh, okay.
struggle to be free. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover.
Is that it?
my
Is that
God,
awesome?
that's
No,
fantastic.
I'll play
Yeah.
some more later. I don't want to.
Yeah, that's
you know, we,
world-class
we
stuff.
only got Nick for a certain amount of time, so
Yeah.
I'll play some more later. But man, when I was going through your stuff, that one, that just I've listened to it like 10 times already. That is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah. That's well done.
It's a good old track. It's a good old track.
good
And
one,
it links back well to your question about whether you should date a work colleague or not. It gives some good advice on if you need to get out
That's
of a
right.
relationship.
Just get out of there. Just sign the
Perfect
NDA.
segue. Yeah.
Or sign the NDA,
Just get on the bus,
or just
yeah.
fake a seizure. Just fake a seizure.
Fake a seizure.
That's break glass in case of emergency.
No, that's not part of the song, Ted.
That's not how it works. Okay, so the King. Now you've been at this for 4 years, right? You've been in the group for 4 years, but
Yeah.
but the
Yeah,
group
yeah.
has been together for 55 years. That is
Yeah.
really cool. So I mean, is this when you get asked to be part of this? Is this like? I'm trying to like get for a cappella. Is this like being in a Martin Scorsese movie starring with Leonardo DiCaprio and a chance to win like 100 Emmys? Is that or Oscars? Is that how big this is?
That's the one. I mean, yeah, if you're into a cappella, it's bizarre. You're right. There aren't very many groups that have have kept going and kept kind of I was going to say reinventing, but they're not reinventing because we're just constantly evolving, basically. Like a member will leave and a new person will join, so it sort of constantly spirals over. But it's been going for 55 years, and we always keep trying to bring new music into what we do and to try and keep interesting and relevant, and as well as still harking back to our old days. I mean, we sing everything from like, as you heard, Paul Simon and the Beatles and current stuff, new releases, Ariana Grande, right back to like Renaissance chants and polyphony and everything from like 16th century and stuff. Anything in between that works for our voices, we'll go for it. And I think that's part of what's helped us keep going for so long, because we kind of always try and find a way of keeping relatively relevant, and hopefully people will still turn up to our shows.
Is there one song that the group has been singing for all 55 years?
Oh yeah. There's a whole load. There's actually one that was pretty early on in the group's time, was the Billy Joel's "And So It Goes," and that's like an absolute classic. Like fans will always want to hear us do that, and annoyingly, it's got my solo in it, and I hate doing it. Everyone was like, "Oh, let's hear "And So It Goes," and I was like, "Oh, here we go again." But it's gorgeous, and it's a lovely, simple arrangement, and loads of high school choirs across the world, and university choirs and college choirs and stuff all sing it as well. And it's beautiful. Another one about heartbreak, actually. All the best ones are about heartbreak.
You know what the group, the longevity of the group reminds me of, as I just listened to a podcast about Phantom of the Opera, the orchestra crew of Phantom of the Opera, and the longevity of those. So there's some members that have been with them since day one, over 30 years. And
no way.
Yeah, oh yeah, and so it's the longest. I mean, and they pick the best musicians for this, and you stay until you die. Nobody leaves, and they perform 8 shows a week.
The Supreme Court's
It's absolutely incredible. But there's a member that's been a part of it. I think they may have just left, but it's a band member in the orchestra that's been doing it for 33 years, 8 days a week, nonstop. So what?
You go mad.
Well, they go mad because it's not. It's a little bit different than what you guys do, because you sing different songs sometimes, and you can change it up a little bit. They are singing. They're playing the same music over and over and over and over again, and it's incredible to listen to.
Would that get boring?
Oh, it's beyond boring. Like, they could do it in their sleep, but they are the best of the best. But nobody leaves. I mean, they die, and then they have to find somebody to replace them. How do you guys switch?
Nick, who did you kill?
How did you get your spot?
There's only 6.
I'm not saying anything on the record.
So I got a quick question. So how many concerts does your group perform on a yearly basis, would you say?
We do between 100 and 150 and 115, around that sort of mark. So about 100 and 110 or so.
And this is worldwide? Is this worldwide, or do you stay in Europe? Okay, great.
Yeah. We'll do 2 or 3 tours of the States every year, and then one in sort of Asia or around that area per year. The rest is normally like Europe. Hence why we're currently in we were in Belgium yesterday, Netherlands today, Switzerland tomorrow, and then Germany for a week. and then
Those are long. Those are long bus rides. Those are long bus rides.
Bus
They
rides.
are. Yeah. Some little trains and trains.
So you guys are on the
planes and
road.
all
So you,
sorts.
you guys are out of 365 days of the year. How long are you guys on the road for? Like versus your time at home with your families. You know.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty intense. We probably maybe about 200 days a year on the road.
Yeah.
And you're living in each other's pockets the whole time, and it's just like you and 5 other guys. Like you really got to like like as you guys know from doing this podcast, you've really got to like the people you work with, right?
Well, let's not go that far, Nick.
Have you guys been to Chicago? Have you been to Chicago?
Yeah.
Where did you guys perform in Chicago? Do you remember?
That's a good question.
Like what is the venue? Would it be like Symphony Hall, or would it be like Orchestra Hall, or would it be?
We tend to like so when we go to
somewhere where
New
your
York,
voice is going to carry.
we tend to do
Lane
Carnegie or the sorry.
Somewhere where your voices are really going to
Or like
carry.
Ravinia or something like that.
No, Ravinia is an outdoor. You wouldn't do outdoor, would you? Would you guys do outdoor?
We can do sometimes with a bit of miking, but you're right. We prefer to do like acoustic gigs and stuff, and that's what suits us best. But,
okay, so you've been at this for 4 years. Are you the newest guy out of all of them? I didn't.
Yeah. What's the age?
Newest,
what's the age range of your group?
So the youngest guy is 29 at the moment, and the oldest is 36 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're quite compact. There's been a while for there's been some times in the group where the youngest has been 22 or 3, and the oldest has been like 50 plus, and that that's great. You just deal with it, and you like.
That's it. I just figured it out. That's how you get out of the band.
What, you age out?
Well, you age out. Am I right? You have to.
Well, don't you get
your
kind
voice
of
can't. Oh my God, you cannot carry that for. You can't do what you're doing for 30 years.
It's the longest serving guy did it for 26 or 27 years, and that's really amazing. Like, it's pretty serious because like the travel is really fun, but like you do lose which sense of like you wake up and you go, what country am I in today? What language am I going to be speaking?
Well, it becomes a blur. It's
it's
like a blur after a while. Yeah. So let me ask you this: like, because you're singing so much, do you guys practice as well as before your like performances? Yeah. So I mean, do you have to worry about like throat nodules, or how do you take care of your voice? I mean, no, seriously.
Yeah, we had Nick. We had colonoscopy talk earlier in the show, so we're going to talk about body parts.
We're going to talk about throat
today.
nodules today. Yeah.
Yeah. We always check our colons before everything, just to be safe. Right. You never know. Don't want to sing a bum note.
Right.
We do take care of our voices a lot, and we tend to do a sound check, like a 1 or 2 hour sound check. Well, I've just finished our one today here in Tilburg in the Netherlands, and we do a 2-hour sound check on the day of the show, and for that we'll be rehearsing stuff for coming up, recordings or whatever, as well as that rep that evening for tonight's gig. So it's a fun way to live.
So for our listeners, can they hear you on Spotify? And other? Okay, you're all over, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, perfect.
World famous.
In fact, Nick, you guys dropped an album yesterday, right?
We did. We shortly picked it up afterwards. It's the new Disney, our brand new Disney album called "When You Wish Upon a Star," and it's 30 tracks celebrating 100 years of Florida's finest output.
Oh man!
Nice segue, right?
California came first.
Did it come first?
Yeah, Disneyland.
Disneyland in California.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah,
Disneyland, right? Okay.
Yeah, Disneyland in California. Then
they're all the same.
Yeah,
Disney. They're all.
I don't know, but Nick, you're absolutely right. That is a pretty good pretty good segue, because one of the reasons we got you on was to talk about something that happened earlier in the year in February. You guys had something come up that has never happened to you before. Okay, so like I said, you guys played for 55 years. Okay, you've had shows canceled because of a war, obviously COVID, when all that came up, and bad weather. But you guys had a concert canceled at Pensacola Christian College in February, literally 2 hours before it was supposed to start. And it was a very interesting and kind of sad reason why it was canceled. Can you kind of let us know what happened there?
Yeah. It was really weird. It was very surreal, and I think it took a long time to process it all. But it was one of the sort of high up guys in the college pulled over one of our singers during the last few minutes of our sound check, and said that due to concerns over lifestyle choices, of some of our members, or one of our members in particular, they had to cancel the show at 2 hours' notice.
Oh my God.
Which I know is so surreal. We knew that Pensacola Christian College has particular values, and it does what it does within its walls. But we go and perform around the world doing what we do, and then we lead with music, and we lead with just bringing good music to people wherever, whoever wants to listen. So it was a real shock and a surprise for that. And it was, we had just done a couple of workshops in that afternoon with some of their choirs, and we had a great time, and they sang really well, and we worked with them really. It was everything was fine. And there was this 5,000 seater arena that was sold out for that evening's show, and we were doing the sound check with the mics and stuff. And to have that kind of that rug pulled from you 2 hours to go is very strange. And the lifestyle choices, pretty tenuous, awful sort of what do you call it, innuendo of one of our members is gay. Well, two of our members are gay, but one of them has photos of himself with his partner on a nice holiday somewhere, online on their social media account. And I think some of the kids in the school had found these photos, and their parents had then found out about all this, and a load of the parents had got together and complained to the college, and the college felt enough pressure from these parents that they had to cancel the show.
Well, that's unfortunate, because like I said, it sounds like the majority of people missed out on potentially a great show because of the fears and the misconceptions of others. Because I was going to say, like, how would like the college even know about the quote unquote lifestyle issues? But like you said, if stuff's on social media, it's everything's out there for everyone to see. But yeah, that's unfortunate. But like I said, if you got to spend time with the local amateur choir, at least kind of counsel them, that's at least there's some positives came out of that, right?
What was your first emotion when you heard that?
I think we were just so surprised. Well, the funny thing was that it happened, and we were all just completely blown away by it. But then they wanted to fulfill their contract and host us well. Like, all Americans love to host really well, and that's a nice thing about coming to America. But they insisted on then serving us the meal that was part of our contract. And the lovely woman who booked us for this concert, who I think she was really distraught about the whole thing. She works at the college as well, so she must have been conflicted in her head. But she we sat there and had the most awkward meal of my life with this woman.
Yeah. Actually,
it was a delicious meal.
I feel
but
worse
it was,
for her. Yeah.
There was exactly, and it was the smallest of small chat going on, because obviously all of us were just thinking, what's just happened? How has this just happened? And wanting to talk about it with each other and text our partners and tell and try and digest it and stuff. But had to sit through 4 courses of a delicious meal with this in this scenario. It was surreal. But the best thing was that the next morning we had a day. The next day we had a day off. So early the next morning we drove up to New Orleans, and by lunchtime we were dancing in the dog parade in the Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
So
love it,
because you're in so many
flipped further culturally.
Because you're in so many places. So I'm assuming this was part of your U.S. tour. So you didn't come specifically to this particular location. You're already here to do, I'm assuming, multiple shows, and this is just one of the shows that unfortunately didn't work out. But yeah, then it was just upward and onward to your next venue where
exactly.
People
we did
appreciate you more. So it's good.
Yeah, we did 3 shows in Florida before that, and then we went up to Canada after that and did 3 shows there as well. So it was not just a come all the way over the Atlantic for that. Yeah. 2 hours before your show starts.
New Orleans is fucking awesome, isn't it?
Oh my God, it was amazing. It was Super Bowl as well, so it was a big night.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is.
We had a lovely time there.
Yeah,
that is completely awesome. So so you said you were kind of shocked about this whole thing. Was there anybody who was just? Did you see any? Were there protests? Were there people who were complaining that you were doing this? Because it seems weird to me that college kids are adults, right?
Yeah.
And if they're mommies and daddies, that just seems like such a strange concept that mommies and daddies don't want. I'm always shocked by that.
Are they protecting them from something?
Yeah. Like, listen, like the whole
this
world.
Is what somebody wrote online commented on some of our stuff. It's like, it's not like we're kissing on stage or something.
Right.
It's like, we just go and we're singing nice music.
It's really, really nice music. All right, so I don't want to stay on this because I have a question for you. I was reading your bio, and you have 4 sisters that are professional singers, right?
You've done a deep dive.
I do.
What
I
else did you find?
always do my research. I love to do this. So you have 4 older sisters that were professional singers. Did you ever feel like you wanted to mess with your folks and just say that you were taking up like the saxophone and you just didn't ever want to sing? I mean, there must have been a lot of pressure on you to be a singer. Did you ever were you ever just angry and just like, you know what? I'm never going to sing again and I'm going to play the trumpet.
I don't know. Yeah, I think though, as long as you're just like doing do the music thing, do it now, then they would have been happy. Yeah. It's funny. It's a bit of on trap. Yeah, they're all 4 older sisters, and they all sing as well. They started a great group when they're at university, and they tour the world as well, a bit like me.
Yeah.
So there's like two days a year when we're all in the same country, and we can meet up as a family. And,
Did your parents were your parents singers as well, or one or both of them?
My mum's a cellist,
Okay.
and then her mum was a big opera singer as well in her day. So
that's
so
pretty.
there's a bit of it in the family.
It's pretty rare to have 5 siblings like with world class, singing ability. I mean, that's because most people don't have any singing ability.
I have no singing ability.
I have
whatsoever.
0.
Me neither.
I hear you've got great singing ability.
No, Mark is an excellent singer.
I'm horrible.
Yeah.
I'm horrible.
No, you're not.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
No. Okay, so let me ask you this. I know how sports works when you're a kid in America, and there's a lot of traveling and competitions and all that kind of stuff. Were you part of that? Was that part of a thing too, where as a young kid, you're going to competitions and you're traveling all over and trying to win medals and kind of be noticed? Is that a thing?
Yeah, there's a bit of that in the UK. I think what was nice about certainly the way I experienced it growing up was that it wasn't so competitive, but there was loads going on. We did some like nice touring around UK and Europe and stuff, but with youth orchestras and youth choirs and stuff that I sang in. But it was all like collaborative and performative, like sort of positive rather than competition based, which that's a nice thing about music for me. You don't have to have that like pressure of that high pressure thing, which for sports is super hard, isn't it? When you get like your high intensity like comes down to a millisecond, being beaten by someone else can really throw you when you're a kid, and that that's the beauty of music making for me, is that it's all about like what can we as a group do that's better than the sum of our parts.
Yeah.
Has anybody in the group or you yourself been on like what's the equivalent in American Idol or there's American Idol.
All of that stuff.
Yeah, has anybody ever tried out for a show like that?
Have you put a mask on and sung in front of a bunch of people?
What about, has anybody done like the
I
American
could say
Idol?
yes, and you'd never know.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah, sure.
No, that's not true. I do a deep dive. I would know.
It's true.
I know when all of our guests are lying, and I just assume it's all the time. Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you this: you're in the group for 4 years. Okay, how long did it take you to be able to pick the restaurant where you guys got to eat that night? That's got to be a big thing. There's 6 guys, right? Because if you're saying, I'd like Indian food, and everybody else is like, oh, Nick, no, you're not. You don't even get a chance again for another month.
You don't even bring the word vegan into the question. No, it's quite good. We've all got we're all kind of because we spend so much time together. We sometimes eat dinner together. Sometimes we drift apart and do our own thing. And so, and there's no hard feelings if someone wants to just drift off and go, right, I found this awesome steak place, I'm going to go and do that. And so we sort of like we see each other more than we see our partners. So I think we can the independence is quite an important feature of it in a way.
Yeah, well, it's like a marriage. You guys are a tight group, and not only do you have to get along outside of your work, but then obviously you have to perform flawlessly in front of your adoring fans, of course. Yeah, so you guys definitely have to have them be a team. All the time. Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you this:
it's like,
you're in front of a crowd. I mean, your average crowd say 5,000-6,000 people, okay, and you guys just crush it. And the crowd just stands up and cheers. What is that feeling like? Because
it's like a rock star feeling. It's a rock star.
Are you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking to Nick, Ted.
But you were looking at me.
So what's that feeling like when 6,000 people just rise up after you have literally killed it? What's that feeling like?
It's pretty cool. There comes a point for most singers, I think. Well, maybe it's just me, but like you've got to feel like you've done well as well. So there's sometimes, and we're so pernickety on ourselves. We go right under the microscope in the music that we make, and we try and get so much detail in everything that we do. Try and get everything really like tight and like as you might hear in the 50 Ways if you play that later at all. Like everything hopefully is really, the sounds are all blending and like everything's perfectly matched. We try and aim for that all the time. And if we get to the end of a show where we feel like we've done loads of that, that's been like full on, like 100% attention to all of our detail, and we're proud of what we've done. Then if those 6,000 people are up and going, whoop, then we feel it too. I'm a bit tough on myself where if I don't feel it's gone like really that well, then I'm a bit like, oh well, this is nice that they're doing this big applauding thing, but like I know that I can do better. Do you know what I mean? Like I think we're humble enough to not get taken away in the wave of that, and know that like, is this our best? You know.
That is no. That's, I mean, it's that thing where, you know, I mean, I've had like one person clap for me, I think once. I think that was my mom. And I was going to shoot a basket. I was about 9 years old, going to shoot a basket. I fell down. Okay. The ball hit me in the face. I fell down. I had a big welt, and my mom stood up and went, she went, "That's the best you've ever done." And I was just like, "Oh no, Mom, no, that's not. Yeah, I feel bad about that." But yeah,
that's participation trophy.
Having 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 people just cheer for me is something that I will never experience. So that's kind of cool.
Well, at least you had that. Now you've been overachieving ever since.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're an overachiever now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I absolutely am. Okay. So you played in front of packed auditoriums. Can you tell us why being on this show is the greatest moment of your life? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, but I've always been a lifelong idiot, so it feels like I've come home.
See, he gets us.
Yeah,
I love it.
Welcome back, Nick.
I've had. Yeah, it's funny. I've had so many people. Here, I'll tell you a funny story. A woman asked if we were a family-oriented show because she heard what she's coming on, and I said I went ahead and lied and said yes.
We came from families.
That's exactly what I wanted to do. I'm like,
close
yeah,
enough.
Of course. Listen, Nick, we don't want to keep you anymore. I know you've got a concert to do in a little bit, and we really appreciate you being on and kind of sharing everything with what's going on. And hopefully when you come to the States, maybe we'll get a chance to swing by and check you guys out because it is absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. One more thing.
I have one more question.
Sorry.
How can we and our listeners and everybody on the show support you guys besides like Spotify, right? Because that's a free thing. So how can we support the group, patronize the group financially?
That's a really nice question, and I'm glad you asked because I would have completely forgotten to try and plug this thing. But we actually have a charity set up in our name called the King Singers Global Foundation. It's a 501c whatever.
501c3, yeah.
Thing is, that's the one.
Yeah,
501c3po, and it's
right.
It uses the power of music to bring people together and create change in society and stuff. So recently in America, we went and did a lovely day of workshops with the choir in Newark. A great choir who don't have the best funds in the world, but are really passionate about singing. And so we could go and give them a workshop for free. We bring new music into the world. We help. We use the power of music for social change, and if you want to check out that foundation,
that's the Global Foundation.
Exactly, the King Singers Global Foundation. Through our website kingsingers.com, you can find out about that. And none of the money goes to us; it all goes to us going and doing this work pro bono.
Sure.
And
yeah, it's great.
Obviously.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. Yeah, Nick, thank you so much for being on. Good luck with everything. Good luck with the new album. I listened to a couple of the songs. I like the Frozen song. That is really good. My niece, so they did what is it? I can't think of the name of it now. Be Free.
Let It Go.
Yeah, it's really
Let It Go.
Yeah, Let It Go. And my niece is, I mean, she watched Frozen. This is like, I don't know when it came out 10 years ago. She was little. She's about 12. She goes, that movie was life changing.
Yeah.
Have you? Who's the musician?
That's so sweet.
Who's the musician that originally recorded the song? Do you remember what her name is?
Idina Menzel.
Yeah. Okay. I don't remember.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Have you ever seen her?
It's a famous song, though.
Have you ever seen her do the song with Jimmy Fallon and the Roots?
No.
With all the kids.
Oh
my God, it's the best. So Jimmy Fallon takes his band and they cram into like a little room, small room, and they bring a musical guest on there and they play children's instruments to their song.
They did
Let It Go. It was by far the best. It's on YouTube. You can look it up.
Second best.
Is
Nick, your group's was the best.
No,
Close second.
but he hasn't
Until
done it
yesterday,
on
was
Jimmy
the best.
Fallon yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, have you guys ever? And just real quick, have you guys ever been on like any kind of TV shows, like any late night shows or anything like that? Any kind of stuff?
Yeah, we did. What's a tiny desk? We did the tiny desk thing a while ago. We've done a few of these things, not for a couple of years because of that little thing called COVID. But yeah, we find ourselves on TV every now and then. And when's our next state tour? I think we're there in December. Actually, I think we're doing a long kind of Christmassy state tour.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at because I
was.
was almost because when I was talking to the manager, talking to your manager, and I was hoping that you guys possibly could be, we're going to be here and maybe have you come in and do some stuff, but it was a little late, and I wanted to get you on because it was so awesome. All right, so listen, get out of here, go do your thing, have a great concert.
But wait.
What? No,
you guys were on Tiny Desk on NPR. You did that show?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Mark's addicted. No, don't. See,
No,
this
but
is
that's
a problem.
huge because, I get
Bono
Bono was on there. Bono and Edge were on there
get it.
before. I mean,
He's an NPR. He's an NPR addict.
No,
You
I'm not
really-
an addict.
Nick, you
I listen
really
to
don't-
NPR, but
You don't want to get into this. Yeah, it's
Whatever,
terrible.
okay.
All right, listen.
We'll find someone for you to talk to about that.
A colonoscopy would
There's
probably
help.
help. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So again, thanks again. Have a
Thanks,
great
Nick.
concert. Thanks for being on, and we will put everything up there so you can do it. The King Singers, Nick Ashby. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Nice talking to you guys.
All right, you too.
Well,
Take
thank you.
care. Oh man,
That was good.
that's why we're doing it on a Saturday. Mark's like, why the hell are we doing this show on a Saturday? So we could talk to Nick.
What time is it in the Netherlands right now? What's the time
It's
difference?
7-hour time difference.
Okay.
So that was the trouble. That's the trouble with getting guests from
Yeah.
other countries. We
Wait,
gotta
they're 7 hours ahead of us, right?
no,
No.
yeah,
Yeah, because it's
they already know.
they're doing a night concert.
Yeah, so it was funny. Nick came on because he's 7 hours.
So
in
they
front
already
of
know
us.
who the Bears drafted.
They already
in the
know
third
that
round.
Bears had a terrible draft pick.
7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock p.m. in the Netherlands.
Because that's how it works.
They know all
They're in
this.
the future, right? They're 7 hours into the future.
Yeah,
That's not a time difference. They're in the future.
So and I didn't want to harp on it too much because when I was kind of talking with Nick back and forth before this and everything, that I told him obviously we want to talk about the Pensacola thing,
Yeah.
but I think about, I know he's got a lot of time to process that because that happened back in February. But the concept of doing your sound check and then somebody coming out and saying
the last minute.
that in this day and age,
Yeah.
that we don't want you to sing because there's two guys in your group that are gay.
Dude,
I
that
want you
shit
to
hap- that shit happens all the
Well, not even
time,
that, but
but
just
it's
like
bad.
not.
so?
Yeah.
You know, but the worst part is, basically, you're offending. Someone is obviously a very small portion of people.
Small.
Let's just say 5 people are deeply offended, but now you're taking away their music, the joy that they're going to bring to a vast majority of audiences because your fragile little ego and your brittle little brain can't process this in this day and age.
No, you know what it was about? It's a
That's
Christian.
sad.
It's a small Christian private college that's big time money.
They played
And-
there
and-
before.
Oh, they had
They
played
had-
there
they
before.
had played there
Oh,
before.
I did not know
See,
that.
but they didn't play there before when
Ron the
Ronnie
fascist?
or Jimmy Money Buckets was going to school there,
Right.
and now their dad donated $1 billion to the school, and he don't want them there. So they bend over to the money because it's Ted's right though. It's something that a couple of high powered voices didn't want them there for stupid reasons. And
no,
so they canceled
ridiculous
it.
reasons.
It's bad, but I really he the question I asked was like, what was your first emotion? Like what
That was
your
a
emotion?
great question, by
But
the way.
we really didn't get an answer because we kind of got off topic. But I was curious to see. I mean, because he said there was like two guys that are gay in the group.
Right.
I don't, were they angry? Were they sad? Because the first thing that comes to my mind is personally like it would make me sad. It would make me really sad, and then anger, and then like the next day when they're all talking about it, they all got to be like, fuck them. I mean, that's kind of like the attitude you have to have, right? You're gonna move on because they're the minority of people in this world.
Yeah.
They're small-minded, bigoted people, and you move on because the world's better than that, and there's better places to play.
You do, yeah, and it's probably and the thing you want to probably avoid, right? Especially because they're super famous, is saying anything or doing anything.
Correct.
In those first couple hours after something so traumatic. I mean, no big lifestyle changes when something traumatic happens,
Could
right?
you imagine if it was a rock band though, how they would react?
Wasn't
They was
the
terri-
Scorpion? Was it Scorpions? Who was what band is? They're the gay guys.
I don't
I thought it was.
Oh, Bon Jovi.
No. There was a band.
Good guess, though.
One of the metal bands back in the day was like that. And
I know Rob Halford, Judas Priest. Rob Halford,
that's it.
he was
Judas
gay.
Priest.
Oh, what happened with Judas Priest? The same thing happened to them?
No.
Oh.
I don't think he told anybody for a long time.
Oh, he never came out. Yeah, Rob Halford came out like maybe 10 years ago, I think, or something.
So I was just going to say, with this debacle at the Pensacola College, at the end of the day, you weren't really punishing the band. You're just punishing the people who wanted to see some good music for the evening. Because they're playing multiple venues, So I mean, it's even though it's a minor inconvenience to them, you basically just took away that a good night for a lot of people, all because of a few people, couldn't overcome their personal biases.
My question is, if Pensacola College finds out that one of their professors or one of the kids is
We're shut down the school,
alternate lifestyle, and
they wouldn't be there. They would never
maybe,
go to a place like that.
Yeah.
Come on,
if you were gay, you wouldn't go work there.
You absolutely would, and then it would be like what DeSantis is doing, and what all these guys are doing, and Tucker Carlson, and all these guys are so anti-gay for one simple, we all know one simple reason. But yeah, I mean. It's just so weird to me. Like it's like denying a part of the existence of the Earth. It's like saying, "Hey, man, you believe the Earth is round? Go away." Yeah, it's just such a weird concept to me. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to have him on, and that's why we're doing it on a Saturday. It's
actually,
I'm
weird. Glad. I really love that style of music.
It's dude,
and they're the best of the best.
Well, it's the toughest kind because actually they just had a group on I think America's Got Talent.
This is the song he was talking about, and so it goes. This is great. I heard this song twice.
Oh, the Billy Joel song,
yeah. Yeah, this is the one he does his. What do you call it?
That's their main, yeah.
Is that? I mean, that's
it's like world. I mean, it's actually tougher than being a solo singer because you have 5 or 6 guys have to sing in perfect harmony, and no one can have like an off note. I mean, because you would notice everything, especially when the music.
I think Nick notices. You heard him talk. Yeah. I think they are perfectionists beyond.
And I know for a fact that there are times where 1 or 2 members are off a little bit, but we would never notice it. But I was going to say, like,
even I'm sure, like, even a bad day at the office for them is still pretty good. Like the audience, I guess, wouldn't even.
Our ears are different than their ears. Yeah.
Yeah. Could you imagine sitting in there? And like I said, I listened to a couple of the Disney songs and stuff. Some of the ones that kind of more popular. Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
This stuff is and it's a really cool listen if you just want to chill. Yeah. Like I like reggae when I'm chilling, right? Yeah. Like the kind of like Bob Marley kind of like. Yeah. But this stuff is super chill. So it's on Spotify.
No, it is. And you know what's great about it too is it's songs we all recognize.
It is,
but just in a completely different genre.
Yeah, enunciated perfectly. By the way, all of it is enunciated absolutely.
So now
perfectly.
You know the lyrics.
Yeah,
right here.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
You make out the lyrics now. Yeah. What are they saying?
Yeah, that is my favorite thing. All right, so I want to get to this. I want to get to something that happened like a week ago, and this is blowing my mind. Now, I don't know if you guys saw this story.
I told you it was an accident. Okay,
a bunch of kids in a really nice suburb in Pennsylvania. Okay, really nice school, really nice suburbs. Were texting back and forth about kids that they hoped would get killed in a school shooting.
Wow.
These
it's like the Mean Girls Club for boys.
These are like 10 and 12-year-olds who were texting back and forth about kids that they hoped got shot in a school shooting.
Like in their school? Like the school?
In their school.
Oh, in their school. Okay.
In their school.
Okay. They weren't going to do it. They were just hoping somebody would do it. And somehow spare them in the process.
So, do you make that text without thinking about it?
Well, obviously they're 10 and 12. Of course they did.
You're in a group text with friends. You don't want people seeing what you guys text about.
No, but I don't text about murdering people. I do not, Mark. I have never texted about who I wish would die before Ted. No, but this is weird. Listen, one kid in the text wrote, "Every day I think of a school shooting and hope the most people die."
Including him?
Dude, this is an 11. This is 11 years old. How are they so angry and so weird
about it? They're not so angry. The fact is, this country and this world's become so numb to these events happening at such frequency that it's become a thing to where you can fuck around and make light of it amongst your friends without any deeper meaning to it. There's no way that these kids meant anything that they said other than it was completely in jest out of context relative to, what they're going to do. Believe me.
Dude, they made a list of kids
I know.
that they hope died.
I know.
And one kid was on it, and his mom found out. They obviously found out all about
Of course,
it.
yeah, we all
right?
find out.
And
Everyone
she's
finds
not-
out eventually.
Yeah,
Right?
she's not sending her kid to school
Yeah.
because of this. I mean, based on everything that's going on,
You can't mess around like that anymore. I agree, but I give them benefit of doubt. They're just fucking around, and they're being mean kids. But they're keeping it within their group.
It's a form of
You
online.
feel like you could say anything to your friends, right?
It's a form of online bullying, is all it is.
No, they weren't sending it out to him. It was
Among
in a
each
group
other,
that somebody
yeah.
else
Yeah,
caught
but
wind of it.
it's still like bullying, but without actually like
But think
bullying
about-
the victim, so to speak. Yeah.
You're right, Ted. I mean, think about it. If the most sensitive subject, and amongst the three of us, we made light of it, and we were just fucking around, and then thought nothing of it.
And then it got out. It went viral.
And it got out, and then we're like, oh no, wait a minute.
you know what? Let's move on. Okay.
See what I'm saying? They're no different than us. They're 11 and 12-year-old boys and/or girls.
I deleted those texts, Mark. By the way.
yeah.
Well, nowadays, I mean, we can't do the
you
things.
can't
that
delete text, Ted.
Well,
What, it stays on the hard drive?
You can't delete. You know that, and you can't delete Google searches. What about that girl, the woman who left her boyfriend out in the snow or something, or some bullshit thing, and so there's a cop, and she dropped him off, and I guess he was super drunk, and he just something bad happened, and they left him out in the snow, and then the people inside who obviously knew what was going on. Google searched. And this is how they got busted. They Google searched. How long can you leave somebody out in the cold before they die?
Of exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he did.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
and they were like, oh yeah, and you're like, we didn't know what happened. And you go, why'd you Google that? What a weird thing to Google.
A
while
very,
the guy's laying
a very
outside.
specific thing
Well,
to
yeah,
Google.
it's-
Well, it
you-
just so happens that it's happening right outside your front door. I just connected the dots.
Ted, at that point, you can't say I was just joking because it actually happened, right?
Yeah.
You can't if it never comes to anything. You could say I was just kidding around, and they could go, okay, maybe you were, maybe you weren't. But in this case, no, you weren't kidding because you carried through with it.
Oh, that is
It's a
scary.
little too much research.
All right, so you guys know I hate talking sports, but the one thing I do love
Chess.
is marathoning. You guys know how much I love to just run for endless hours by myself, not talking to anyone.
Your
Which-
mouth is like a marathon,
you see, you know what?
nonstop.
Ted, I'm going to text you
your
real
body
fast.
and your body's a wonderland, Mark.
Yeah. but something really cool happened with the British Marathon or the Boston Marathon, and I thought,
I was just gonna do my British accent.
oh God, no! And I thought this was really cool because it's so poignant. Okay, there was a Scottish woman who finished second in the race. Okay,
She would be from Scotland.
but a weird thing happened. Okay, about 2/3 of the way through, she said, and this is what she told us. She said she quit. She's like, I quit, and she got in a car, and then drove for like 3 miles. Okay,
You know what reminds
Just
me?
a random car parked there.
no. It was a race official car. This is what she said. She said, I am going to quit. I don't want to be in the race anymore. I'm just going to get in the car and be done. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So
fair enough.
but no, remember I told you she finished second, right?
Right.
Okay.
So we know. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, when you said
missed that part.
actually when you said a Scottish woman finished second in the Boston Marathon, I already know she cheated.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how she
Yeah.
cheated.
So
You know,
she
that's
got
not
in the
gonna happen
car.
in real life.
She got in the car, drove for 3 miles.
It's like me winning a slam dunk contest. You know.
Yeah.
Was her name Nessie?
Yeah. And she got in the car, rode for 3 miles, and then she said, a race official said, "You can't quit. You can't quit. Not you, whatever your name is." And she's got some crazy Scottish name.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Okay, I'll go run. I'll get out and run some more."
Miss
but-
McInerney, you cannot quit.
She goes, but I'm doing it non-competitively. I'm not part of the race, but
Yeah.
I'm just going to finish.
Yeah.
And then she said she got out and she started running now after 3 miles in the
3
car.
miles, yes.
And she even said that she saw the woman in first place, but didn't pass her up because she's not running competitively. But then something really weird happened. She forgot. This is what she said. She forgot. She got in the car and she forgot that she said no. And she finished in second place. And she got up on the podium and she took all the medals and got all the pictures and took all of the interviews and everything. And then somebody said, "Hey, you got in a car." And she went, "You ready?" This is what she said. "Oh my gosh, I forgot. I totally forgot about
She
that."
got swept up in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to.
It
No,
happens,
when you
man.
like I said, as soon as you said Scottish woman second in a marathon, we already know that's a lie. That's not going to
What?
happen.
Well, she was born in
Kenya.
Kenya. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I want you to think about. I mean, and this is her bullshit excuse. Okay, she just forgot. She was overwhelmed. She didn't. Oh, also, she didn't feel good.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
She didn't. No, that's what
Well,
she said.
well, do you remember back? You
it was
remember,
allegedly bullshit.
remember back in the 70s, there was a woman. I remember her name, Rosie Ruiz. Same thing, Boston Marathon. Same thing. She
got on the train.
She got on. So they show her. And they show, there's actually a clip of her. She's like doing this, and she crosses and she's like the most unathletic person that looks like she couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs, and somehow she just ran 24 miles against world-class athletes. And
she was wearing high heels.
And they caught her because she got stuck in a turnstile.
Yeah, but it was the same concept. Yeah, she took I think a train or some type of transportation for like 23 out of the 24 miles, and then she did this at the very end. Yeah. And like I said, it's like me. It's like if you put me in the decathlon right now.
Yeah, I just love. I feel like we've done this thing where everybody can cheat, right? Everybody can do anything, and just with bullshitness, try to explain everything away. I mean, literally, she said and this is why I want to get her on the show, because she said, I feel like an idiot for forgetting that I quit and got into a car. Those are her words, her exact words. I feel like an idiot for forgetting that I quit and got into a car.
Anyone who says the word idiot should automatically be on our show.
Well, those feelings are true. Because she is an idiot.
So did she give up her second place finish to the real second place winner at that point? I'm assuming?
Yes. Who by the way didn't get on the stage, and I guess there's like top three.
Yeah.
So the fourth place person
that moment.
did not.
Totally, you're right. You just totally robbed somebody of
their moment.
That's the biggest marathon in the country.
One of the biggest.
Might be one of the biggest in the world.
Well, I mean, it's not person-wise. I don't think it's bigger than the Chicago Marathon, but I think popularity-wise, it's a benchmark.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a huge thing, and you take away somebody's thing with the saddest thing with a bullshit excuse.
So I'm just thinking, even if you give it to them after the fact, you took away their moment of glory by standing up there and having the crowd cheer for you. So even if like they're going to mail you the second place medal, like 6 weeks later.
Yep, you don't get the
Have you guys ever been to the marathon?
No, I never been to one. No.
So my wife ran it in '98. And I've been to the marathon a bunch of times. A bunch of my friends used to be sponsored by Bank of America.
You talking about Chicago Marathon?
Chicago Marathon,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is one of them. You have to go. It's emotionally. I'm serious, man. It's a moving event to be at.
I couldn't imagine anything more boring.
You've never been.
What if you're
you
drinking?
Need to go.
What if you started drinking?
You can drink. You can have Bloody Marys and shit like that.
Drinking at I guess it's you suck. You're slow. You fat.
Look at your gait. You make me sick.
All right, here we go. We're going. It's in October every year. We're going.
No, actually,
Sorry, I fell asleep talking about it.
It's not like you think. No, it's not like that. Hang on. Let me finish, dude. The marathon. You have to go to experience it. People listening to the show right now that have been to a marathon know what I'm talking about. You need to go there and experience the emotion of supporting these people running a marathon. There are every walk of life that gets into the marathon.
Okay.
And some people are stronger than others, but when these people are midway through and they've got their fan bases cheering them on, it's amazing.
It's an adrenaline rush.
You get hooked up. I mean, you're drawn to tears sometimes. You see people cheering them on.
Okay, here's what
amazing.
I'm going to make you a promise. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get in touch. I'm going to get in touch with the people from the Chicago Marathon and see if we can do a live show off to the side somewhere. Bring all the shit out. It's pretty easy. I mean, it's not like
they
it's
have
tough.
a lot of it going on.
Yeah, and we'll do a podcast right from that show.
That's a great idea.
It's amazing.
And if I stay awake the entire time, no, I'm sure we can get. I'm sure we got plenty of people who run.
We can get
so
somebody as a guest. Get a guest. Yeah.
Well, I know.
So I will make you that promise.
I know. I used to know. E.G. ran the marathon. He was the person that was in charge of it. Yeah. And all my friends worked for him, and they all worked there.
Okay, so we got an in.
Make it happen.
We got an in. I'm super excited about that.
No, what I wanted to mention was that the only live event I want to go to is like that the Phoenix Waste Management Open. Like this,
that's
people
a fucking nightmare.
They're on the 16th green, and I guess they've been drinking since like 6 a.m. And so
yeah,
by the
Matt,
time,
you were telling me people are just pissing everywhere.
By the time 2 p.m. rolls around,
it's like
they're
a
just
shit show.
Incoherent.
It's a giant shit show.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I don't want to do that.
Does that seem like a little more fun? That seems like a little more fun. But why don't we bring that? Why don't we bring that environment to the Chicago Marathon? Right?
Wow.
We'll bring the piss drunk, fucked up. Yeah.
Oh, get him on the show.
Throwing shit all over. Instead of handing them water, we'll hand them beer. They come by.
That happens there.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of things going on there.
So remember when Opie and Anthony used to be like nationally syndicated? They were kind of like Man Cow, and so they're off the air now. But I think they brought like some mentally ill homeless people on the show to
run a marathon. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying.
What do you get from?
Well, no, what I'm saying is
And cut.
you're bringing somebody on the show who's obviously a loose cannon and could say anything. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know anything about that, and it seems really weird.
I'll send you a clip.
Here, I'll give you a little piece from. You ready? The Disney album.
Oh, they have music.
What the hell is that? Isn't that that's an instrument?
Yeah.
It's a violin.
So they have some instruments in their music.
Well, they're
too.
not playing the instruments though.
No. But if they play, the a cappella groups play with orchestras too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to
They're
me.
kind of like opera singers.
Well, they're a cappella, but
Well, it's like
you
they're
play
like
it.
it's like opera, basically.
I mean, I don't think it is, but yeah, pretty. It's
very similar. It's very similar.
That's one I
yeah.
hadn't listened to. I was listening to some of them
when they go on tour, there's no musicians. But
Oh.
when they make an album, maybe they.
Oh,
add
that was my
it.
question. Yeah, so their music is like a track. Then it's not like a live. There's no live people like
Oh, no,
actually
there's-
playing instruments.
No, a cappella, man. I mean,
No,
I've
when
never
they
heard
tour, yeah, it's just 6 guys.
of. Yeah, just 6 guys singing, man.
But on their albums, they might have.
But
some
there's no
musicians.
music. There's actually
There's no musical instruments.
Oh,
Yeah, no
the music is all their voice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Because that's all you hear. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the list of songs. I mean, it's all the things that every song that you remember, every song that you know. This is really cool, man. I'm going to work out after the show because I'm not drinking because it's, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock.
You're
12
You're
o'clock.
gonna work out listening to this.
Yeah.
Where are you going, Niles?
Yeah.
I'm going with you. Can I be a guest?
Yeah.
Can you get me in?
Dude, I can do anything.
Can you get me in?
Maybe.
Because it's like 20 fucking. Yeah, you sure. That's
20 bucks.
It's $20 to work out there.
That's a lot of money.
I
used to be
I'll
10.
I'll call ahead
Used
and
to
see
be
what I
10.
can
Used
do.
to be 10.
You give me a guest pass.
I will
I'll go
call
with
ahead and see what we can
I'll
do.
drive.
Why? Okay, that's what a weird thing to say.
I'll
Hey,
pick you up.
did you guys know this? Did you guys know this? Did you guys know? And we'll wrap it up after this, but this is really important. Do you guys know there's an Adderall shortage?
I didn't
Did
know
you guys
that.
hear this?
Ted.
That's 80. That's
Ted.
for ADHD. What, Mark? What are you talking? Oh, hey, what's up?
So got a pocket full.
I was
Pocket full of
I was
Adderall?
I was distracted, Mark. I didn't.
Wait,
thinking-
Teddy, is that
I heard
Adderall in
it's
your
gonna help me
pocket?
work out.
ADD, yeah.
I need it to work out with Matt.
Yeah.
Are you? Is that Adderall in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me?
No, you need some
He
paint.
has sweatpants
You
on.
need some paint thinner. You need some paint thinner.
So,
And a rag. Here you go. Now you can work.
so when I saw that,
out.
I read a little article, and I had to do some research, and I got freaked out by this. Did you know there's 40 million Adderall prescriptions last year?
That's a lot of
That
prescriptions.
stuff's bad, man.
It's like, isn't it like caffeine? What is that? Or it's
No,
like
it zombifies you, right?
Well, it's
mellows
like a
you
focus
out.
thing. Yeah, it's like a
I
focus
think it's like
thing.
a
It helps you-
caffeine because it's for people with ADD and
ADHD.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of helps you focus and doesn't do that. But I guess there's
Oh,
a
I'm
lot
thinking,
of
what's
abuse.
the other one? The kids that are hyperactive though. They take Adderall too, right?
Yeah, that's Adderall.
Yeah,
that's
but
Adderall.
it's a higher dosage or something, so it kind of like fucking knocks them.
Yeah.
So it changes, and I've seen it in kids where, if their dose is too high, then they just sit there like
That's what I
whatever.
mean,
and
zombie-
yeah.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
it's really weird. But then I started doing a little research, and this is something that's really freaked me out. Do you know drug companies don't have to share? Are you ready for this? Where they make the drugs, how the drugs are sourced, how much they make, or how much they can make. So the government, no one except the people in the drug company have any idea of any of those things. So they could make, let's just say, like the concept is maybe they mention that they're making 200 billion pills. They could make 400 billion, and no one would know.
So they operate by the same rules as Jimmy the dope dealer behind Superdog.
Exactly. No one
Interesting.
knows.
It's a black box operation.
Yeah,
Jimmy's
no one
part of
knows
that
any of this
market.
stuff. So if you wonder, like I always keep saying, like, how is there so much fentanyl out there? How is there so much Adderall? How can kids just take it and give it away and get more and do all this stuff?
I don't even know how to get that stuff.
Because there is absolutely nothing stopping a drug company from making a ridiculous amount, selling it to a third party,
Yeah.
right? And then having them do what, like getting
Not even that,
stolen.
and so on and so on.
Right.
I mean, it's out, once it's out there,
Right.
distribution wise, it's fucking.
Well, I know-
especially
I
you're
know-
talking like that number of pills.
Right. And that's just I'm just using Adderall as an example of that. But I want you to think about that. And when they say there's an Adderall shortage, and this is what freaked me out, they know how much is being used. If there's a shortage, I can only imagine that some of it had to go to non-places that they were supposed to go because a drug company, if you're Pfizer or one of these companies, you don't underproduce something that you can make tons of money on.
Well, actually, you can. You know why? Because then you can raise the price because there's a shortage. So in order to manufacture more, you have to raise the price.
That's
supply
that's
demand.
illegal.
Yeah.
That's illegal. Highly illegal. I mean, very illegal.
It's
To
dubious.
manipulate markets and prices. You know what?
So-
This
so
is
if-
so
if they
interesting.
got in
You know
trouble-
what we need to do? Get a pharmacist on, but not tell their name or anything like that. Somebody that could really fucking spill the beans on a subject like this.
Would a pharmacist even know?
I don't even
Somebody
know
in
who
the pharmaceutical
You don't almost need like a
business.
drug. You don't almost need like a drug
Yeah,
executive.
but if you're in the pharmaceutical business, you're not coming on this show to bullshit and accidentally.
yeah, would
tell
be a
somebody-
whistleblower. You're not here to be a whistleblower.
Yeah, you're not
Like,
gonna
there's
do
no
that.
secrets anymore. I mean, there's people.
Oh,
that,
there's a lot of secrets.
Did you know any of this stuff?
There's a lot.
I'll bet
That's
you.
what I'm
How many
saying.
people?
You don't think a pharmacist knows this, or somebody that's on the inside and that does this for a living doesn't know this information? There's people smarter than us. Let's get them on.
What'd you say?
Where? No.
I mean, there's. I'm talking about Ted and I. There's nobody smarter.
Listen,
than you.
I would love to do that, dude. I would love to do that. I send out when I get
Let's
people.
get a drug dealer on,
Yeah.
on the show. Isn't that what they're called?
You mean someone from a dispensary? Someone who
No,
works at a dispensary?
no. A
Did
real
you see
drug
that
dealer.
the dope
Oh, they went on
dispensers
strike.
are on strike?
That's fucking hilarious,
didn't
dude.
know
Yeah,
that.
if you drive by a bunch of
Yeah,
in this
I-
neighborhood,
yeah.
in the neighborhood here,
Oh, I didn't know
if
that.
you drive by some of the
Yeah.
cannabis stores,
They got a
they're-
big
they're-
rat out there.
Yeah, they got
the
a big rat.
Teamsters
They're
got
on
their
strike.
claws in them. The
Oh,
Teamsters-
I saw that. I saw that on the corner of like Milwaukee and Gulf, but it said there was
Yeah.
a big rat, but I
Yeah.
didn't know what that was
Yeah,
about.
they're on strike, and here's what I'm thinking:
They're hilarious,
it's like
yeah.
when people who do a job that is
Yeah,
easily
yeah.
replaceable,
Yeah.
right? that I think, man, if you're on strike, I mean, you don't have any actual training. Like tomorrow,
Yeah.
or the day after, or in a week, anybody could probably do that job. You need to be a little more careful with what your demands are, right? Because you don't really have that kind of control because the place is still open. I mean, when people walk in and say, you know, we heard it from Brooks, our cannabis guy. We heard it from him. I mean, there isn't really that much of a difference in all that stuff, right? I mean, he said it. And if you're just going in, you're just like, I want to be high. What can I do? I just feel like there's not a lot of.
Yeah,
They've
it's
been
a
out there for a
low,
long
it's a low
time.
barrier. I mean, it's kind of like if I made a demand on this show that I want 3 cups of coffee instead of 2.
You would get
All
it.
right, Tedless. All right, and welcome to Two Idiots, another in search of an idiot.
See?
well,
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, Nick said he was an idiot. So I mean, I'm always surprised when we do this how many people will say,
Yeah, he can only do shows on
That-
Saturday mornings at
yeah,
10:30.
yeah, that I'm an idiot and that I want to be part of it because we've had so many people say that. That's actually kind of funny, man. I laugh my ass off.
So Nick from the group from King's
King's Singers.
Yeah,
King
Nick
Singers.
Ashby.
Okay. How did he get picked to be on here out of the 6 singers?
Oh, so
who did you talk to?
There was a whole tryout. Oh, out of which guy? Oh, so I contacted their manager, Amanda. Yeah, I contacted their manager, Amanda.
And he drew the shortest straw. Or?
and he got stuck. Yeah, so she said she would pick a guy who would work for her and everything.
Did
Yeah,
he?
that was great.
Do you know if he listened to the show?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He did listen to an episode. Do you know what
Everybody-
episode?
No, I have no
See,
idea.
that's what I want to know.
There's hundreds of episodes.
We've
Mark. We
had
don't
some
know.
episodes
There's
that have
not.
been
Dozens
like
of episodes.
well, Ted. So he gets this question asked all the time. Is it a family friendly show?
Not all the time.
No. Well, sometimes, and the answer is yes, because we could do it that show, but the show before that was not family.
But we're
friendly.
not a family hostile show.
We
No,
could
but I
be.
think-
We're like a
Oh,
family.
we
we're like
could
a
be.
family neutral show.
No,
So-
but we have some shows where we're not family friendly. But if
Yeah,
you're
I
going to
would-
be on,
yeah.
we could morph into
Well, that's
whatever you
yeah.
want us to be.
Yeah, that's what I said, and that's what is the woman from the funeral museum. So when she said that, I'm like, yeah. I go, we just kind of adapt to whatever our guests are. We're not gonna, we're not gonna go swearing and say stuff like
If it
when we had the
offends you
Bigfoot
or-
lady on. We're not gonna curse and everything. She's
We're not going
she's
to call her a
60-year-old.
liar. We're not going to call her out. We're not.
Would you?
Listen, I had to spend time with her.
Her big feet, all the.
She's very nice. She's
yeah.
a really cool person.
And you were
She's
lucky
nice.
enough that you saw 7 big feet in 2 days.
Just tell her to update her Ring doorbell system.
Well, I had to tell her that.
Just update your video surveillance system, please. Just so-
it's just beyond my ability to comprehend. Just yesterday, I saw Bigfoot. Oh, it's awesome! This is the greatest day of my life.
Yeah.
And I told you guys, we had a UFO outpost in Colorado on some mountain that the woman has.
yeah.
And I said, oh, you want to be on? She said, yeah. And then she sends me this text. I don't do any of that Zoom crap or anything like that. I was like, yeah. I go, that's the only way we can have you on is like that.
What about
And she
just
goes,
the audio
she goes,
feed?
so sorry. And then that was it.
Okay. Well,
Well, but I can't. But she can't do it. She can't do Zoom. She doesn't do Zoom. She doesn't
can find
do
a
the
UFO.
computer.
all right.
Yeah.
Was she up in a tower with the binoculars at night?
It's not a tower. It's not a tower, but it's a really nice RV.
Right.
With
one of
some
those
stuff
pop-up
on
campers?
top. Yeah, with some stuff on
Satellite
top.
dish.
It's like one of those NASCAR trucks
Yeah.
that go up so you can see above the crowd.
It's got
from
the
pit.
reflective.
Well, I wanted to see because they just released that stuff about finding new videos and stuff. The government did about finding some new videos and stuff. And I was wondering, maybe she's got. I mean,
Dude,
I'm a believer.
Mac
Maloney.
Mac Maloney was really, really good in explaining a lot of that stuff.
I think the Navy just released some recent video footage. Don't quote me on this, but something with something UFO related.
Yeah.
Because the Navy has all that
we
stuff.
talked about that. You
No,
guys
but
talked to
this
him.
is new news.
Just recently.
This is
just
new,
within the last couple weeks. Yeah.
Something else. Yeah, some more anecdotal evidence.
See, and that's why I like talking to different people because, the Bigfoot lady was. It was a little unbelievable, right? But when you talk to Mac Maloney and you get that stuff, listen, this is a guy. He's not crazy. Right, and he's doing his research. He doesn't want to sound like a lunatic, so he's giving you fact-based things to help you really believe stuff. It's not that thrown out there kind of insane thing.
So here's the funny thing. I know there's a lot of different tribes in the world. A lot of people don't get along. A lot of wars. I guarantee you, if an alien ship landed in the middle of Times Square in New York City, I guarantee you everybody would forget about their personal strife with each other and be like, because you don't know what the hell this thing is. This thing could be here to punish and enslave all of humanity, just like Transformers.
Oh, like you're talking about alien life if they came here? Oh,
It's not going to be like E.T. It's not going to be like E.T. They're here to, if they're more advanced enough to come here, they're advanced enough to take over everything.
The only thing I can say to that is, if they started probing our asses, I would just show them the pictures of what happened last week, and I'd be like, "Here, you don't even have to go in. This is my ass. You can see my name. Everything's good." And I'd be like, "Yep, nothing in there."
And then Tom Cruise would have to save us, but you can't show a scene with him running with somebody else. He has to be by himself.
Oh my God, you are so bad with that. That is so difficult to believe.
He's such a cute little man.
He is a handsome man.
Yeah,
he is a handsome man.
He probably had plastic surgery, but we'll let it slide.
Ted,
I don't know.
If I had the money, I would have plastic surgery. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there are some things I'd like to fix. Yeah. There's definitely a few things. Yeah, I know how that works.
So Neil deGrasse Tyson,
the physicist.
Yeah.
He's going to be on the show.
No.
Oh,
The astronomer, physicist,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's very smart. He doesn't think he doesn't believe that there's intelligent life.
That's like his opinion.
Because
man.
no, it's not his opinion. It's scientific fact because it's never been proven. There's no evidence out there
that he's seen.
No, that anyone's
no,
science.
there is no evidence.
There is no
that
scientific.
Yeah,
there's nothing.
The concept,
and they have. There's billions and billions of light years and different galaxies and all that. And there's
far away.
There's just no evidence
that we
know
of.
Mac pointed out too. There's so many people out there that are convinced that they exist, but factually they don't. Yeah.
Well, you could apply the same argument toward religion about whatever
God
you believe in.
Dude, you ever listen to Neil Tyson talk about God?
Let's get Neil Tyson deGrasse on the show.
Neil deGrasse. Hold on, let me write this down.
Yeah.
Get the world famous, the most famous physicist ever.
You're not. Actually, Stephen Hawking is. Stephen Hawking was the most famous physicist. The guy in the wheelchair who.
Yeah, we know.
You know
who
what
he
though?
is.
Wasn't he on Big Bang Theory? He had a cameo.
But you know what? I would counter that by saying, yeah, he's kind of famous, and they made a movie about him. But I think Neil deGrasse Tyson has been out there more talking about all this stuff.
Yeah,
and he he's able to share a little bit better.
Well,
but
he's another thing. He talks about how like religion is based in faith and not fact, and that's why we say faith. Because it's you got to hope that it's true. It's not fact, otherwise it'd be called fact and not faith.
I totally
so
get it.
About God being existing. He goes, now if there's evidence that there's like some big old guy with a white beard up there, I'm all in. But there's no evidence. There's nothing out there that says that.
I love how Mr. Beard threw in the beard thing. Like God has to have a beard. Right?
Sounds like Trident from.
I said beer.
Beer. Yeah. That would be awesome.
God's a drinker.
No, the Aquaman. What's the Jason Momoa character? He's got the beard.
The Trident. Yeah.
If God drank beer, he would drink Heineken.
No, now, you know what? Right now, God would pop open a Bud Light and laugh.
Laugh
at Kid Rock.
That's why God put Bud Light on this earth.
Yeah. He would laugh at the whole thing. He's like I said, didn't see that coming.
Man, he'd be like, what the hell just happened?
Didn't see
what
that
what
coming.
just happened?
Yeah. What the fuck? Wait, Did every hillbilly and redneck go from loving Bud Light to now hating it because they found out that a person
That one guy.
they found out that a person
Yeah.
who is not exactly like them likes it. That's it. That's it.
And they put his or her face on a can and gave it to her. They didn't sell it.
What does it?
It was a personal gift.
What does that mean? It's going to not cost $11 for one of them at the ball game now. It's going to go down to $5 since the market value shrunk. Oh no, it's still going to be at $12
Hey,
for a
why
beer.
why didn't Cub fans like boycott Budweiser when they put like the Cardinals on a can?
That's probably
What
more
about all the
sacrilegious to them.
what about all the Miller Lite cans with the different NFL teams on them?
Listen, if you're talking about
a
why,
Bears fan.
if you're
I'll-
talking about why
Packer-
people,
I'm done.
yeah, if you talk about why people do things like
Yeah.
like weird things or protest things or get bent out of shape for stuff,
Just talk to Ted.
yeah, I just it's
I
impossible
don't have
for
the
me.
I don't have the energy to protest anything.
You know what? Yeah,
So apathetic.
I have no.
You're so easy, Ted.
Yeah, no, I have no
Okay,
ability.
Go
yeah.
ahead.
I have no ability to care about 99% of the things that go on
Yeah.
that don't change my life in any way that I can't change, and then to get on and protest and whine about it, and I told these guys yesterday, I saw things Sunday Visitor, it was a super
yeah.
Christian website, and they
Is it a website or a newspaper?
it's kind of like, I think it was a newspaper, but now it's a website
Okay,
thing. And they just went on to destroy. They actually said that Bud Light or Anheuser-Busch was evil for what they did. For what they did. That evil.
Like more evil than like the most evil stuff in history, like the Crusades, the
comparing
Holocaust,
it
like
to
that,
that,
or
yeah.
genocides.
and Ted, here's what I said.
Oh,
to
it's the
Matt.
same part. Oh,
Evil.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Here's what I said to
Just
Matt.
good
I
to
go, I said to Matt, I go, what do they think happened? I mean, what is their take on what happened? You know what I mean? Because the story's gotten so blown out that everyone has a different idea of what Bud Light did or what Anheuser-Busch did. What did they do? Well, this person's an influencer and was drinking Bud Light, and they decided to gift her like a 6-pack of Bud Light with her face on the can.
Just for her.
for her.
Yeah.
They've done this before for other influencers.
It's not a Jimmy's.
by the way,
it's not a Jimmy's
and-
package liquor store.
One of her posts or whatever got 1 billion views.
with
billion,
her
a
in
B.
those cans,
Yeah.
thinking
No, there was something else. I don't think it was
okay.
that, but
Oh.
one of her
That's 1 billion.
Yeah, she's an
1 billion
influencer.
people.
Yeah.
That's
1 billion people.
If you can get 1 billion people to
So all they wanted to do was have somebody sit there with a can and say, "Hey, all those billion people, maybe you'll drink Bud Light." And,
they've done that
and
before.
then
but
every hillbilly on the planet lost their
their mind-
shit.
yeah.
Well, the funny thing actually, the marketing of that actually did work in a roundabout way because now people are talking about Anheuser-Busch and Bud Light a
Nobody's
lot more
talking
than
about any other beer.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
That's right.
Nobody has talked
no one's
about
talking about Heineken, Mark.
But hey,
no one's
you
talking about Heineken except you.
But you hear about
in your face.
well, they are because they're still in Russia.
Heineken?
Yeah, there's people boycotting Heineken now because they're still selling Heineken in Russia.
Isn't it from Holland? Isn't
Are you
It's,
sure?
Heineken from
it's in Holland, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're still distributing in Russia. So now there's this huge. Kelly was telling me 2 months ago. She's like, "Oh, they're people are boycotting Heineken now." I said, "Why?" Because they're still selling in Russia. I go, "Listen, there's 800 million people. I mean, how many people in Russia? There's a lot of good people in Russia.
Yeah.
Why would you? I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean,
It's a stupid
there's
concept.
good people with good taste in Russia too. Let them drink Heineken.
Yeah.
Here,
There's,
if Putin was, if it's going right into Putin,
he's just pounding Heinekens. That you know what? Based on what he's done, that would make sense. That he's just
he's drinking alone. He's drinking alone in a room somewhere.
oh yeah, with well sealed. Oh, you know what? It's got to be tough for him to eat. And I mean, he's got to have tasters, right?
Something's going on. Yeah,
He's got to have tasters.
How many
and
people
all
have
that kind of
dropped
stuff?
dead
Oh,
from
tons.
tasting his food? No, from tasting his food first.
Yeah.
And we never heard about
how
it.
about criticizing his policies.
Like, did you hear
Yeah,
about
they all fall out of- they all fall
Chapo?
out
Did you hear
of-
about Chapo's son?
Yeah, they went crazy and tortured everybody.
Chapo's son, the gangster, the drug dealer, right, was feeding
People. Yeah.
to he had pet tigers. His enemies were being eaten by his tigers.
Yeah.
Like literally,
it's a little medieval, but yeah, I mean, makes
well, that's
sense.
like Saddam
A little
Hussein's.
medieval.
Yeah.
Saddam Hussein's sons were feeding him to like pit bulls and shit.
It's listen when you have
They were eaten by
yeah,
dogs.
when you have unlimited power
and unlimited money.
and I mean it's just it's
I mean, they got billions of dollars, right?
yeah, and you're a dick.
And you're a dick, yeah.
And you have to have the dick part in there.
Yep.
I mean, I can imagine that the things there's probably things that we've never heard of that are so much worse than anything we have heard of.
Consider, because look at it this way. So you're in a poor part of the world. You own like the whole town or multiple towns. Yeah, you're like the judge, jury, and executioner. You're like the king. You can do pretty much whatever you
are
want.
literally the king.
You got the police in your pocket. You got the judges in your pocket.
And anybody who talks back.
And by the way, Ted, we're in trouble because we said Putin on the air, so now we're going to be, the bots are all over us. We're going to be
bots.
Every time we mention him, we get listened to in Russia. I'm not messing with you. Every single time we talk about Putin, we say Putin or anything Putin. I mean, if it's just
what would
Putin,
be a great way for Putin to die? What if he's like
Hilarious.
on a horseback, like, with just shirtless on the horse, and he gets bucked off the horse?
And then the
And
horse
then he
molests
gets
him
up.
to death.
He gets up, and the horse kicks him and then walks over him
And then sits on him.
with that, and the huge fucking horse penis drops.
Okay.
And
Wow.
just-
Family friend.
It's very specific, Mark. It's very specific.
And by the way, the funeral museum who was about to be on, hopefully you did not listen to the end of
I
the
think
show.
we're into bestiality now.
Oh, wait, we're still on?
Whoops.
Oh.
Well, speaking of still on, we have to wrap this
Dag
baby
nabbit.
up. Yeah, because now we're talking about animals molesting people, and I'm protesting that.
No, I didn't say molesting, killing.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I mean,
But when you
got
talk about ways for Putin to die, is there really a bad scenario?
no, I've said this before. Here's my thing. What if there's something worse? What if during World War II, when Hitler was there, and you whacked him, that somebody didn't do something worse? Right?
Yeah.
I don't. That's the thing that scares me. Like, I know how terrible Biden and Trump are and DeSantis, and I don't want any of those three anywhere near the presidency. But what if the next person's worse, man? What if they're just waiting to pounce?
Yeah.
And they're
Vote for Ted.
Well, it's all.
Yeah,
It's all.
vote
It's
for Ted.
goes. Be careful what you wish for.
Speaking
Right?
of worse.
Yeah, no shit. Ted?
Oh, man, did we just fuck up?
Worse cessed.
Oh, man, that is bad. Okay, so we got to wrap this up. Teddy, you get your first last thoughts of the day.
I really enjoyed our guest, Mr. Ashby. I guess my only regret is I wasn't going to ask him to sing a little note live for us, but but I'm glad we had him on, so that was pretty cool.
I couldn't do it, but
Yeah.
what I'm hoping, this is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Oh, you were going to ask him to sing?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was going to have a singing contest with myself. I don't believe you that you're a world-class singer. Let me show you what it looks like, and I was going to go row your boat.
Well, I'm glad I got my song in before he came on.
Yeah, that's true. I
Or
was
before
really
he
hoping.
plugged in, dude. I'm going to want to look up there and see him.
What if he would have sang your song?
We need
my
to do that. I
God.
want to get somebody in there
A
to,
real singist
like a musician.
to do
Get like Fingers of Lightning as my backup band.
that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I know those guys, and they changed their name. They have a new name because they're like a country. They play both kinds, country and western.
Oh, we could also get fuck Mark
Janice.
Janice.
Oh,
But Janice is a drummer though, right?
yeah. Drummers are just lowest forms.
No, I mean he can't bring his set down here and fucking.
You can probably make some bongos or something, or some little things, and do
She
something.
had like a big bucket.
I know a
with
guy
people
named
sitting.
Bongo Larry, but I don't want him on the show.
Yeah.
Actually, Bongo Larry would be funny on the show.
Yeah, Bongo Larry.
That's
But-
his name, Bongo Larry.
Yeah, but you know what? When
Ponytail.
yeah, when the King Singers come to the states in December, like I said, I'm in touch with their manager. We'll see if we can't do something.
Oh, they are coming here in December.
Yeah, I don't think they're coming. I'm not necessarily sure they're coming here. I
First,
didn't
we got to
look
hit
that far.
the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah.
We're
gotta-
going to one of those games, right?
Oh yeah, the one in Milwaukee or
Okay.
the one near in Wisconsin. All right, Mark. Last thoughts.
Oh man. Is this thing on?
Yeah. You have to
No.
talk into it.
No, I just want to.
You've been muted.
You were just thinking. I'm just thinking some really good things right now.
I am. It's Saturday. I have no last thought. I can't think on a Saturday morning.
Okay. No
So
drinking
I got
Saturday
no
morning.
No drinking Saturday morning. No.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool.
right.
All right. So I will leave you with this. I so badly wanted wanted Nick to come on to talk about this, right? And just that little bit where I didn't want to make it a whole thing about it, but we're getting into that thing where we're in such a weird place right now, right? Like you would never imagine 5 years ago that somebody would have done it, but especially not now to just come up and say we just found out.
Yeah.
We just found out.
Just found out.
Yeah, we just had some complaints from some of our students' mommies and daddies, some of our adult students' mommies and daddies, and we don't want you on because you're gay, and maybe not even because you're gay, but because you let people know that you're gay. If you guys would have just kept it on the down low, like in prison, everything would have been fine. So it's such a
What if they left the two gay members behind and just four perform? Would they let that happen? I mean, what did they expect? Right?
It's hard to imagine what they
ridiculous.
expected, right? It's hard to imagine.
I feel bad for those guys. That's why I feel horrible.
Well, I feel bad for
Yeah.
the audience that was deprived of their musical
Well,
ability.
he did say that they did
because of a few.
some good did come from it because they got to spend a lot of time with the schools.
with the local
I think they
choir.
do that,
school
yeah.
choir.
Yeah, they did the
And they
workshop,
were like,
yeah.
it was awesome,
Yeah.
and they were great, and they learned, and we got to. So
Yeah.
they got
There
to
was a
put their
benefit.
footprint and help.
Yeah.
Right.
But they just didn't get to do the end what they were supposed to do, and which is perform for everyone. Yeah.
and it's
Hopefully, they still got paid. I'm sure they did. They got a
Well, I'm
meal
sure-
out of it.
I'm
At
sure
least they
there-
got a meal
you know,
out of it.
I'm sure there's a cancellation clause. I'm sure there's a cancellation
Oh, they got their
clause.
money. Yeah, you
yeah,
can't.
There's a
can-
contract. Yeah. If you cancel
Yeah.
at the last minute, okay, that's 50%
2 hours.
non-refundable. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm sure they got. Yeah. Could you?
So-
I just, again, I couldn't imagine the whole thing, and I didn't want to dredge it all up.
No, no,
but I love like you said, I love the question you asked. Like what were your feelings? But you got to get this stuff out here so people can say like, hey man, we're not doing this. We're not going to let I'm kind of bummed out that a lot of the parents of the other people didn't say, bring them back.
Yeah, wasn't there like a majority? I mean, I'm
Yeah,
assuming
there
this
was
was
no
a
push
small
and pull.
minority. You would think there'd be a pushback from their parents that
Yeah.
says, you're not going to, dictate what's going on here. If you don't like it so bad, why don't you just cover your ears?
Yeah.
That's why I said it was money. It was a big donor. That
I hate this TV show. I want it canceled. Don't watch. Yeah, don't watch.
What if we show up for the marathon and get all set up and we do the sound check and everything, and then they pull the plug because you guys are idiots. We can't have idiots around the Chicago Marathon.
We didn't realize it. We thought you were the real 3.
Wait.
We didn't read the whole
You
thing.
said you were going to hand runners beer. No, we can't have any of that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say who's going to drop me off in a car at the like a half a mile from the finish line. Like
You
Cher-
said
like
Ted
Cherry-
was going to
like
Uber people to the finish
yeah,
line.
like Chariots of Fire. Dun 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 dun. dun.
Could you see Ted's phone? We're sitting there. Ted's phone blows up with requests
I'll be
for
right back.
Ubers.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, Ted, get me an Uber. I'm behind. I'm in 10,000th place. I want to win. Get me an Uber. Damn it.
Wait, is his daughter running in the marathon?
Oh.
Yeah, she might as well.
All right. So listen, we got to finish this thing
did
up.
she make the team? Did she have the trial yet for the rugby team?
She tried for a professional team, and she didn't get drafted, but she's in the draft pool, which means that she could.
Oh, but
be
they
drafted.
didn't start yet though. So they didn't.
I'm not sure what's going on, but she's already playing for like 2 local club teams, so she's playing a lot of rugby. So, so.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So listen, everybody listen up. Hit thereal3idiots.com with the number 3. Check out the King Singer stuff. Go ahead and get on there. And if you want to donate, if you're feeling good about something, you want to donate to something positive that brings positive things in, get on and donate there.
I'm going to put that up on our site too.
Yeah.
So vote for Ted or thereal3idiots.com, the number 3.
Yeah. So we'll have all that stuff up there. Let's see. So it's Saturday, the 29th of April, 2023. We're going to record right away on Monday, and we are going to have Barry Levinson from the National Mustard Museum on. And that should be a lot of fun. And I think my sister is going to sit in on the next couple of shows, next couple of Mondays, that we'll have it on. So we'll go ahead and post this show up today, and then probably we'll record Monday, but we probably won't post again. Fuck it. We'll just post again right away. We'll be drunk. We might as well just do
Is
it.
she coming on for the mustard show?
Yeah, mustard.
She loves mustard.
Yeah, mustard and barbecue. So 1 week mustard, the next week, a barbecue
Wow,
show.
it's like the 1-2 punch.
Yeah. That's going to be awesome. So, all right, listen
so
up.
Colonel Mustard's going to be on Monday. Is that what he's saying, Ted?
Folks, I try to get him to stop doing this shit, but he just won't stop doing it. He just won't.
It's like the Green Bay Packers sweep. You can slow it down. You know it's coming, but you can't stop it.
Yep. There it is. All right. Everybody listen up. Have a great time, and we will see you next time.